Oh, look, I'm small. Now I'm big. There we go. What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Anime Nights, episode number 21, man. I am so glad to see you guys here, man, hanging out with us, discussing anime. It is always a pleasure to be here. Thank you, folks, once again for checking in with us. Um, and we will see who shows up. Look, we got one guest waiting in the back, and we will try to get some more in here. I know that Cyfax is not going to be available, but Name says he'll be along shortly. So looking forward to seeing Name come through, and then we'll get into it. We have so much to discuss, man. Crunchyroll has announced its anime awards, and we'll go over the nominations. I want to see if anybody has any disagreements with where the nominations are. Because there are some snubs, in my opinion, that probably should have been nominated but weren't. So we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about how things are getting worse for Crunchyroll because it looks like there's been a buyer for all of their data breaches. Okay, all the stuff that got leaked and breached from the data from Crunchyroll's data breach. Well, it looks like somebody bought it. Okay, so if you have Crunchyroll, it's a possibility that your email is around there on the dark web as we speak, getting sold, resold, repackaged with others, and all of that. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, Cyfax might be able to join. All right, he might be able to join. He'll let us know. And then, of course, you know, we got to talk about all the spring anime that just dropped. It is week 1 of the spring season. Tons and tons of new anime are going to hit. We'll go over those. Talk about that, plus some other stuff going on right now. Netflix is fumbling the Steel Ball Run release schedule. I mean, it's such an easy thing to do, right? Just release stuff weekly. Netflix seems to struggle with that, and because they're struggling with it, it looks like people are a little upset about it. So we will find out what's going on with that. But let's bring on the first guest who's hanging out with us tonight. You know him. I call him the Robert Meyer Burnett of of anime. It's my guy Brandon, the anime guy. Brandon, how's it going, bro?
What is happening? How are you doing this fine evening?
I'm hanging in there, man. It is a nice fine evening, pretty warm.
Yes,
It's
it is.
SoCal, and I hope things are going up good with you up north.
Oh yeah, it's going really well. And so far this season, only 2 episodes of shows that I'm watching have dropped, and yeah, all I have to say is Lolly Hitler. That's all I have to say. That's a messed up show. Man,
I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm looking forward to seeing that, man. I haven't caught it yet. Is it good?
I'm not sure yet. First episode's got a very interesting premise for how everything works. But we'll see. We will see.
Perfect. Perfectly said. Hey, guys, hit the like button if you have not already done so. We are simulcasting this, by the way, not only on my channel, but also on Anime Heads. Okay, we're trying to build that channel up. We're trying to get that channel moving. So if you can jump over to Anime Heads, especially if you're just like lurking in the background. You're not really in the chat that much. If you're just lurking, you lurk over there, because guess what? By doing that, you build up the watch hours, and that's going to help this channel move its way towards monetization. We have big plans for Anime Heads, huge plans for Anime Heads, but we got to get it moving first. So if you're just a lurker, and it's like, hey, I'm just going to listen in the background. Listen in the background over there. It's the exact same show. You're not going to miss anything. We're not, preempting stuff from this channel and only showing it there and vice versa. It's the exact same show, but it does absolutely help. And we're going to have some special prizes for those. Eventually, we're getting there for those that do watch it on Anime Heads, because we are getting ready for the summer. And if we can, I would like to build that up by the time we hit summer. So that way we have a couple of big conventions to go to, and I think we're gonna have a good time with it. So there you go. All right. And then, of course, Brandon, the anime guy, make sure you're subscribed to Brandon. Anime 101 tomorrow.
Clifton takeover. I am taking the weekend off, so he's going to run things, and I'm not sure what he's going to do, but he's always got something up his sleeve. So we'll see.
Clifton is an interesting fella. Are we going to have a channel by the time you get back? That's
yeah. Well, it all depends upon how much of the Waifu Wednesday Pantsu gets broadcast. He's really good with the AI stuff, but man, sometimes that AI is pushing the limits. But then again,
AI is an interesting animal right now, man. It is a really interesting animal.
Yes, it is. And you know what? This past week, since the Universal Translator went live on X, I have had more fun talking to people, real conversations with people from Japan that I never thought I would ever have. Seen things I never thought I'd seen, never thought I would see. And people there were like, wait a minute, we're not alone. We also think shitlibs are absolute morons. Our commies are as big a problem as your commies. It's like,
it's a problem
we all
everywhere.
hate commies. We hate them all. Oh, it's been glorious. It really has been.
Japan is becoming our new BFF, man. It's like England, who just goodbye. It's Japan now, man. They have become our new BFF, and it's absolutely beautiful, and you love to see it. I've been enjoying the translations, a little love fest that's going on between the USA and Japan on X. It's a beautiful thing, man. I haven't done what you've done. I've seen some of your posts, and you're getting into it, man. You're enjoying yourself.
Oh yeah. Well, you know how feisty I can get. I'm trying not to be nearly as feisty on my official one, and saving that for my other one that's a little more shadow banned. Because if it gets smacked, who cares?
Right, exactly.
But yeah, it has been really fun to watch and listen and to see the things, all the various subcultures. I know that there are certain parts of their certain people in their country that love the bluegrass, but I never thought I'd see a Japanese bluegrass band or people doing the rockabilly stuff. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
I can see that.
Or a 25-year-old female truck driver who is chronicling her drives, and when she stops to get food, she chronicles the food that she does. She's actually pretty built. She's for a 25-year-old Japanese woman, she's got some guns on her. But then you kind of have to be a truck driver. So
man. Yeah, you can't be no pansy out there if you're truck driving. That's for sure. All right, look, let's go ahead and get into some of these topics that we got. Everybody hit the like button. 34 folks in the chat. You just want to keep it moving, grow it, keep it going in the right direction. I want to talk about this. Brandon, did you see this, man? We got a Naruto attraction that has opened up in Konoha land in France. And I mean, it's looking like it's got all of the attributes. You got everything that you could possibly want as a Naruto fan. It looks absolutely amazing. The fans, I guess, and I didn't know this, that France is the second largest consumer of manga outside of Japan. Did you know that?
That makes absolutely no sense. They have their own comic people, but I never would have thought that they would have been number 2.
Yeah. With the
way that they surrender, how could they?
Yeah. Like this guy says, why the hell is the first big Naruto land in France of all places? Should have been in Japan, or at least somewhere that actually gets anime culture. This is going to be some half-baked European version with bad dubs and overpriced ramen pass. And the first thing we see is French readers are now the second biggest consumer of manga, only behind Japan. So somebody posted this up. Another person came back and says Naruto is the most popular manga and anime in France. Also, for example, the 2020-ish Naruto manga sold more units in France than Boruto did worldwide. France
that's
is the
not
second
hard for
country in the
Boruto
world
to be smacked. So
very true. Yeah, very true.
But still,
France is the second country in the world who consume the most manga / anime, just behind Japan. I was stunned. I did not know this.
I didn't know it either.
Yeah, I would have been sure it was us, but okay. So France, they're big Naruto fans, and they got their own Naruto world. Somebody posted up a video. Let me see. Here it is. Naruto Novelos attractions. Let's go ahead and let's watch this. See what it looks like.
It looks like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not have expected this out of France. Not with the way that they like to wave the white flag and everything.
Oh, yeah, right? Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know if I would go all the way to France just for this, though.
Not now, no way.
Yeah, so yeah, there's that. It seems like it only has one ride. There maybe two rides, all right. You know, it had the Nine Tails, and then it has this little thing in the background here. That's about it. But hey, you know what?
Start.
Good for France. Yeah, it's a start, man. You know, maybe they could add on to it, build it out. There is a Naruto land in Japan, but it's different. It doesn't seem this one seems like more like a theme park. That one is just more like an experience. You know, you go through the world, you know, it's through the the woods, and you're crawling under. They have little obstacle courses. It seems like it's more for kids. But yeah, this looks like it's a lot of fun. So, you know, good for them. Good for them. So that's that. All right. I want to talk about the spring. Spring is here, Brandon. It's spring again. You've already watched a couple. I've actually watched a couple of early spring shows myself. I wanted to go ahead and show this little graphic and kind of talk about some of the early stuff that we're going to get here in the 2026 spring season. So by day, so far, it's April 3rd today. April 1st, Dorohedoro Season 2, The Beginning After the End Season 2, and Classroom of the Elite Season 4. Those dropped back on, what was it, Wednesday. Yesterday, Dr. Stone Season 3, Part 2. I saw the first episode of that. Amazing. I'm looking forward to finishing that. Petals of Reincarnation. I haven't heard much about that, but I think
that's the Lolly Hitler.
That's the Lolly Hitler. Okay.
Yeah. That's the one that's on High Dive. This season, out of all the shows that I'm watching, 3 are on High Dive. And I'm actually surprised that they don't have on there, unless it hasn't aired in... No, wait, it did air because it's on Crunchyroll. Vending Machine Isekai Season 3 started on Wednesday. I'm surprised they don't have it on there.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's just a little truncated graphic I located somewhere. So just going at that. That time I got Reincarnated as a Slime Season 4, MAO, and Snowball Earth. Okay, so Snowball Earth was the mecha, and I watched it. It's not what I thought it was going to be, but it's not bad. It's essentially it starts off as a mecha, and it seems like after the end of the first episode, it's going to go into some sort of slice of life. It's kind of weird, you know. But it's a seinen anime. It's an older protagonist who doesn't know how to make friends. That's basically it. He doesn't know how to make friends, and so now it's about him learning how to make friends after he saves the world. And he saves the world. But he doesn't save the world, but he doesn't know how to make any friends. So that's basically and he comes out of a coma or a deep sleep to the earth being completely covered in snow. All right. It's like an ice world, and he's got to figure out how to go out into this ice world as possibly the person that caused the calamity and learn how to make friends, because it was his friend's dying wish, which was the mecha robot. I like the first episode. I'm not sure where it's going, but I'll see how it goes. So there's that. All right, tomorrow. All right, Saturday, April 4th. The big one. Oh man, look. Wait. What's the big one for you?
Bookworm.
Okay.
Ascendance of a Bookworm. Peak Isekai has returned in the form of the Archduke's daughter. Yes, I actually just reposted a 6-hour live stream I had with one of my channel members, Shum, who is the otaku when it comes to Bookworm. He knows everything about it.
Okay, all right.
And I've watched it. It's so good. If you just want something that's a little more wholesome but really good, it's it. Okay. It's an easy watch. It's a good one.
So yeah, 4 seasons, or now we're on 4 seasons of that. I haven't seen it, but I am looking forward to Demons of the Shadow Realm. That is, I'm
not sure how I feel about it.
Oh, look, Brandon, it's a different, it's completely different than anything I expected. I did not expect what I got. We went and saw it for Crunchyroll Anime Nights. I did not expect to see what I saw. It is amazing. It's violent. It's action-packed. It's fun. It is what I cannot wait to. The only thing that's bumming me out is that I gotta wait another week because I've already seen the first episode. So this is just gonna be episode 1 again. I've already seen it, so I'll see it again and I'll get even more pumped up for it. And I'm gonna have to wait until next week, Saturday, to get to episode 2 because it leaves you on a massive cliffhanger. Okay, at the end of this episode, and it's like, okay, where are we going from here?
Okay.
Be absolutely wild. So, but there's other ones. Akane Banashi, we've heard about that. Welcome to Deep School, Aruma Kun, also season 4. And we get to Sunday, and One Piece returns. All right,
Elbaf. We finally get to the island of the giants. Yes, I'm seriously thinking of skipping ahead to watching it. I finally got through. Yeah, I finally got through Impel Down. And I just started Marineford, and Luffy just showed up and is going to start causing his havoc. But I'm still like 700 episodes behind. But Elbaf is so powerful. I think I'm going to have to at least see it.
I might have to do the same, man. Everybody has been pumping me up for that and say, hey, you got to watch it. You got to catch up. And it's like, I'm so far behind. I mean, it would take me a year to catch up. I'd have to watch like 5 episodes a day for like 2 or 3 months just to get close to catching up. So I don't know. I might do what you're saying, Brandon.
Just not easy.
It is doable. It is absolutely doable if you got the time. You know, it's the difference is I don't have the time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how that one plays out. All right. We got some more here. April 6th, Farming Life in Another World.
Yes. That's the wholesome harem. Out of all my preview videos I've done this cycle, that one's got 4,000 views. It is the wholesome harem.
Really?
Yes.
Farming Life in Another World season 2. Okay, so how many episodes is season 1? Is it
season 1's 12 episodes? This is the second show that's on High Dive, but it's basically a story about a guy who's in his 30s who has been sick. He ends up dying. He goes to meet God, and God's like, you know what? You got a bad shake the first time. I'll get you reincarnated into another world. I'll basically grant you 3 wishes. So the one thing is he has a healthy body. The second is he wants to live the simple life. And then the third thing is God sends him with the almighty farming tool, which basically gets to be turned into any type of farming implement that he needs to do the work. And he doesn't get tired doing it, and stuff grows fast. So he gets put down into this new place in the middle of the most treacherous woods, yet he doesn't know it. There's this big ass tree that he makes his home base, and he starts his community. And who just happens to start showing up when he starts making his community? Waifus. Lots and lots of waifus. And he ends up having a child with said first waifu. And then all sorts of other people start showing up. They start doing trading. This is a show I never thought would get a second season in a million years. And here it is.
I'm sold. I'm watching this.
Yeah, it's good. It's an easy one to watch. I am
absolutely sold now, man. Holy smokes. That sounds awesome, man. That absolutely sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's
all
fun.
right. Another one for the list. Sheesh, man. My list is probably I'm probably 20 anime behind everything that I want to watch. And then there's something that'll pop up and it's like, okay, I got to add that to the list. And then some things get priority over others. Liar Game.
Atelier.
Oh, and Liar Game and Witch Hat Atelier we're watching those. Absolutely. New anime usually gets because I want to watch at least a couple of the episodes to see if I'm going to like it, you know, and if I do, then I'm all in, you know, then I'm watching it. I'm locked in. All right. Cyfax just joined us. Let me bring him on. Cyfax, how's it going, bro?
Yo, what's going on, everybody?
How does
what's up, man? Hey, thanks for coming through, hanging out. We're talking the spring season. It just started April 1st. There's a couple of animes big ones that have already come out. Demons of the Shadow Realms drops tomorrow, first episode. Did you go out? You didn't see that with Crunchyroll anime nights, right?
No, I missed this one. I only went to the first one. It was the one that we went to. I saw that one.
Then we did that out of the theater.
The second one, I can't remember what I was doing, but I wasn't able to make it to that one.
I highly recommend Demons of the Shadow Realm, Witch Hat at Atelier. I think it's a French word.
Atelier.
Atelier. Go watch both of those when they drop. Okay. Demons of the Shadow Realm.
I think that's based off a video game, isn't it? Witch Hat. Isn't that a video game?
No, I don't believe so. This one is a fairly, well, at least for us, a fairly recent manga. I think only in the past few years, but as I said, a few people that hang around my channel, besides watching the anime, they do a lot of light novel and manga reading. Yeah, this one they said the Witch Hat Atelier is absolute must watch.
I think there's a video game called like the Witch Hat or something. It might not be based off the same thing, but it looks a lot like that. And I remember seeing it, or it's called like the Magic Hat or something like that.
Yeah, it looks very similar.
Like
yeah, I don't think that's the character. This is just some random anime characters. I don't think these are like the One Piece. Yeah, okay, but I think this is just something that's random. It's probably made with AI or whatever. All right, so that's Sunday. So Sunday, it looks very action packed. Sunday as well. Or no, wait, that's not Sunday. That's Monday. That's Monday. Okay, Monday is action packed. Tuesday, April 7, Marriage Toxin. I'm looking forward to that. When we talked about that, it's the premise sounded dynamite, so I'm looking forward to that. And then we got this other one. What is it? The second prettiest. I think it's I made friends with the second prettiest girl in my class. It's another romantic comedy, light novel, romantic comedy. Sounds like
lots of novels sold.
The one that looked decent from the first list of stuff that we saw. What was that one called? Like Polar Opposites. Like that one. I mean,
you and I are polar opposites.
Yeah, it's not something that I would go and watch, but I mean, if you're into those kind of shows, I would recommend it. I was like, I could see why people would like this, but it's not for me. Like,
yeah, totally.
It's just not for me.
And then even a replica can fall in love. Hey, they make anime for all kinds of folks, even replicas. So you got a little bit of everything.
I mean, I'm sure they got fishing animes, anything like whatever you can think of. They got an anime for it. And it's like, I like wood carving in my basement at 3 a.m. And you're like, okay, there's an anime for it. You're like, I believe you.
Well, my nephew said, hey, there's this anime that you got to watch. And I said, what anime is that? And the name of the anime was I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World, and became, I think, unrivaled in the that is literally the title. I got a cheat skill in another world and became unrivaled in the real world. And I'm saying, okay.
I almost feel like they're making these names just to troll people. They're like, okay, look, who can make the most ridiculously long name while getting away with it? I'm waiting for like the DVD roll, or like the DVD release. It's gonna have all the words on the front, and then to read the rest of it, you're gonna have to turn the DVD around, and it'll have the rest of the fucking title.
That would be funny, but the reason that they have to do it is because they have to, for the light novels and for the manga, they've got to grab people's attention, and with as many types of shows in that are very similar, they have to do a little more explanation to get the reader's attention. Hence why, what was the longest one? Level 999 got you in the basement because I needed to kick someone's ass for something like that. Yeah,
like they're just describing a specific scenario. It's like, I got beat up in the 9th grade, and for the next 10 years I followed my bully around until I fucked his mom. And you're like, what?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
But then it like Brandon says, it makes you want to read it. It's like, okay, I want to read this. Wide-eyed Lee. I watched 2 episodes of it. Honestly, it's a little solo leveling-ish. It's got a little solo leveling flavor to it. It's basically this kid, he's leveling up. He's got these cheat skills. His grandfather left him. I'll give you a quick synopsis. His grandfather, he's a fat bullied kid, and his grandfather leaves him his entire house and all of his money. And he's staying in the house one night. He finds this secret room. He goes into the secret room, which enters into another world. And then he starts like he finds some little, it's almost like Solo Leveling where he's got a little pad and it's giving him instructions and telling him to train this and do that. And he starts to level up. Next thing you know, his body changes. He's no longer fat. He's slim and he's attractive. He goes to school the next day. The kids don't recognize him. And now he's getting where I'm at. He's getting recruited into another school or whatever. But it's like this damn near like Solo Leveling. He's learning how to fight bosses and take on bad guys. It's actually kind of all right. So I'm gonna keep watching that. But yeah, some of the names are just, wow.
I've got one for you. If you'll pop it up. This is one that's going to eventually get an anime because you know it's going to.
Okay. Let's get it. I formed a MILF party with his mom.
Oh, I'm in.
Betrayed by the hero, I formed a MILF party with his mom.
And then he eventually recruits all their moms to get revenge on the prick that kicked him out of the heroes.
Dude,
party.
I was joking. This is a real thing. Oh my god.
This is real. This is absolutely real.
God bless Japan. I love them.
Yep. It's not going to be guy nexting anymore. It's going to be Japanning.
It's like the Family Guy skit. It's like the Family Guy or the South Park skit making fun of Family Guy, where they just have walruses pushing random words until it like makes a sentence, and they're like, "That's the joke." That's what they're doing over there in Japan. They're just throwing words. They just have like all the words on a list, and they just have like 10 darts, and they just throw that motherfucker at it. And they're like, "We'll make a sentence out of it. We'll just make a sentence out of it.
It'll work. It'll work.
If it sells."
All right. So after that, on April 8th, we got the return of ReZero. I liked the first episode of ReZero and in the theaters. We saw that in Anime Crunchyroll nights. It was really good. So I'm looking forward to that. Rent a Girlfriend. I haven't watched any Rent a Girlfriend, but I put it on my anime. I think that's on my anime fantasy team. I said, I'm going to put Rent a Girlfriend on my fantasy team because it's gotten 4 seasons. It's got to have some. You're talking about renting a girlfriend. It has to have some fun to it. So I'm definitely going to check that one out. April 9, The Warrior Princess and the Barbaric King is dropping. And then
that one was
April,
delayed.
Was it?
Yeah, that one was delayed since summer.
Okay.
And this is one of those that another one of my channel members has read the light novels, and she absolutely loves it. So yeah, she says it's really good.
Okay. All right. There we go. April 10, The Drops of God and Fist of the North Star. Hakuto no Ken. Yeah.
Both of those sound pretty good. I think I heard something about the Drops of God. Yeah,
we saw it. It was on Anime Nights. It was one of those. It's basically this guy inherits his father's wine business, or he wants to inherit his father's I don't know, billion-dollar wine business. But the father also adopted a son to take over the businesses. So you got two.
Oh,
people.
That's right. Yeah, you were the one that told me
competing
about it.
interests.
Okay, yeah.
I actually looked into that a bit. This is one that's on my watch list. Not the type of show that I normally watch. It has 21 volumes. So they've got plenty of stuff to work with. And of course, Hokuto no Ken, The Fist of the North Star. Watch it. This is all I'm going to say. The animation style is going to be what it is. Don't watch it for the animation. Watch it for the story, because Hokuto no Ken is the king of the 80s. It is why we have everything else. So watch it because of that. And that's one of those that's on Prime. That's one of the few that's a Prime exclusive.
It's on Amazon Prime. Yeah. Yep. And then finally, April 12th, Wistoria, Wand and Sword Season 2.
Yes.
I think that's also another one that's on my anime fantasy team. Oh, here's Stacy Gardner. Stacy. What's up, bro? How's it going? You all right there, man? You frozen?
Hey, man, we know he's black. I didn't know he was this black. What happened?
I think he might be frozen. Stace, you frozen, man? What happened? Let's look.
Now he's gone.
All right, there we are.
I don't know. I just got home, dude. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Yeah, out of all these, there's only I think a few that are missing. The third show that's on High Dive that I watched, I don't typically finish up villainous shows. I did finish this one. I liked it except for that last episode, but it got a second season. The Most Heretical Last Boss Queen, From Villainous to Savior. Yeah, that one will be...
Oh, I've heard of that.
That one will be good. Yeah, so that's the third one. And there's actually one show that I have on here that has not been picked up by any of the US firms, and it's called Pardon the Intrusion, I'm Home. And the best way I can describe it is it's almost like this gal that I think is a shut-in or a massive otaku who has two neighbors, either new or something. They make holes in their wall to be able to come into her place, and one of them happens to be a mangaka that she absolutely adores. If I caught the context clues right. So this is one that you'll have to don your hat and go and sail to be able to watch, because it is not being broadcast here. It's one of the few.
That's a shame.
It is a shame.
Nobody, is it nobody wanted to pick it up, or what do you think?
I don't know. Let me see who the. Let's see.
Who's the studio?
Oh, it's Tatsunoko Productions. They don't do a whole ton. They're a legacy studio, but yeah, they're the studio. It's a comedy romance. Pardon the Intrusion, I'm Home. I don't know why it's not picked up, but it's not. So you'll have to put on the hat and go to one of the places that are left to be able to get a translation of it and watch it.
All right. Stacy, we was going over the spring early season. Anything on this that's jumping out? We got Demons of the Shadow Realm dropping tomorrow. Snowball Earth. I saw the first episode of that. Pretty good. Interesting. I don't know how good it's going to be, but it kind of switched it up. I thought it was going to be a full-fledged mecha, and it looks like it's turning into some sort of a slice of life now. Oh wait, you're going to go out and come back in? Okay, yeah, go out and come back, because it sounds like you're having some issues. We'll pick it up with Stacy on the other side, and we'll get his animes that he's going to watch for the year. But before we do that, let me hit up this one. It's a super sticker from Dragon Master Zero. Yeah, $10 super sticker. Thank you as always. It's the typical,
it's a hippo getting wrecked.
Yeah, hippo getting wrecked. Shout out to Dragon Master Zero. Thank you very much for the support that you always give. Gifted memberships, super stickers, super chats. Dragon Master, he has his own emoji. If you folks aren't aware of that, if you're a member, you're aware, because you probably got a membership at some point in time from Dragon Master Zero. I'm putting his emoji in the chat. You guys can absolutely go in there and give him some love with his own emoji if you're a member. Thank you very much, Dragon Master, for doing what you do and keeping the channel rolling. Okay. Oh, we just got another super chat. This is from member Alpha Omega, member for 1 month. Late, so may have missed it, but did you see the Crunchyroll Anime Awards appointed DEI consultant as judge? Oh, we gonna get to that. Here we are. We have not gotten there yet, Alpha Omega. You are just in time. We are about to go over the Anime Awards and all the drama surrounding Crunchyroll at this moment. She hates fan service and wants to diversify anime. Yep, we absolutely saw that. And you know what? Is that next, or is that following something else? We could jump ahead to that. Since that's, since you gave me that great segue. But before we do, let's say thank you to the super chatters. We appreciate you guys for what y'all do. A little All Might for your life. Here you go. All right, so the Crunchyroll Anime Awards 2026 will be held May 23rd. Voting has already begun. It began April 2nd, and its eligible titles include anime that premiered between January 1st and December 31st of 2025. Your anime of the year so far, and it says you can go and vote. All right, and so I actually have my voting block up here, because I am subscribed. So we could go through all the various awards. We're just going to walk through this. Stacy is back. Stacy, how we doing? Better?
Yeah, we're better, but I'm about to give you your first Stacy rant because of that DEI crap.
Which one? Which part?
The judge.
We will get
bitch.
there. We will get there, Stacey. I promise you we will get there. But all right, let's just look at the categories and let's see who they have nominated, for Anime of the Year and all the other various ones that you can vote for. So here's Anime of the Year. All right. The 6 nominees: Dan to Dan Season 2, Gachi Akuda, My Hero Academia Final Season, Takopi's Original Sin, The Apothecary Diaries Season 2, and The Summer Hikaru Died. How y'all feeling about that? Does that sound right? Is there something that's missing, something that got left off? What do you think?
I think To Be Hero X probably deserved a nomination. I saw somebody in the chat. Even though I dropped it, I can see why. Looking back at that year, out of all of those, for me, it would either be Don or The Apothecary Diaries. I dropped Gachi Akuta. I can't watch My Hero yet. Takapi probably would have made me so depressed I would have myself. And The Summer Hikaru Died. There was something about him. I was like, no.
Yeah.
So I didn't.
I don't know. For me, it'd be Gachi Akuta. Like I really enjoyed that. Like, I don't know. They're just that. I think it's like episode 17 or 18 with that one chick. I'm trying to remember her name, Ryo or whatever. It was too funny. I was like, this might be the funniest thing I've ever seen, like in an anime.
Well, we're missing Spy Family, and we're missing Sakamoto Days, but Sakamoto Days is not on their service, so they go to you.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's nominated elsewhere, but you're right. It's probably why it's not up for this particular award. Stacey, I agree. I think in my opinion, it would be Gachi Akuda. That was my favorite one out of this list. I thought Dan to Dan was really, really good too. I really enjoyed Dan to Dan this year. I would have had Kaiju 8 as well. Kaiju number 8, season 2, I thought was excellent.
Season 2, I felt like the second half of it was kind of lackluster. I don't know. Like I wasn't feeling it as much as season 1. I really liked season 1 a lot. So when season 2 dropped, like the first couple episodes, I was like, okay, this is cool. And then I don't know, like I kind of fell off of it. So I'm gonna give it a shot again to maybe rest on it a bit and then give it another shot. But that, and with Dan to Dan, for some reason I can never finish that first season. But every time I go to watch it, I like it, but I can only watch like one episode at a time, and then I kind of blank on it for some reason.
Forget about it.
Yeah, because it's so weird and wacky where I'm just like, I don't know if I like this or not. But it's like, as I'm watching it, I know I like it, and then when I'm done with it, I'm like, I don't really care to watch another episode right now. It's a weird one, man. It's so weird.
There's a few other shows that they're absolutely missing now that I look at this again. The Secret of the Silent Witch, fantastic fantasy show. And of course, since this is on Prime, they're not going to have it. Old Country Bumpkin, that's a good one. Cleavitus wasn't on there.
Oh, Cleavitus. I heard y'all. Look, I still haven't watched it, but I've heard y'all talk nothing but good things.
Yeah, I think Cleavitus is coming back up here in the summer.
I didn't like the way that the first season ended, but I liked basically everything until then. Like I didn't like the way they left off on the first season, but I liked basically everything else about it.
It's a good thing we're getting the second season here soon. May I ask for one final thing, or Punch Your Face Villainous didn't get nominated. And I also see, there was one other, where'd it go? There was one other that I really liked that was really good. Campfire Cooking did not get nominated. What the shit? That was by far the funniest. Out of all of these, it's by far the funniest.
Well, you only can nominate 6, Brandon. I mean, sheesh, you gave us about 10.
Well, yeah. That's because I'm not Crunchyroll and I'm not an asshole.
We got to get to Brandon's anime awards and see how his list looks. One of these days we're going to have to do that. Do our own anime award show, and we'll.
Clifton's actually put together a website.
Brandon's just going to have a list of like 80 animes. It's going to be 80 animes in each category. It's like you can only choose one.
No,
we'll
have
what
the
the
audience.
Hell are you doing, dude? Like,
we'll have the audience do the nominations and then the voting. Stacey, you throw in your 2 cents. What do you think on this list? Is Stacey still frozen?
He's going in and out. He's going in and out.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm for some reason I'm going in and out, but I don't know why Tokapi's Original Sin is here. The summer Hikaru died, I don't know why that's there.
Yeah.
There's so many better shows.
Yes.
We mentioned it earlier. Spy Family, Sakamoto Days, just to name two. I really couldn't get into those. To Be Hero X, that definitely should have been in consideration.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Sakamoto Days, there's a reason for it because it's not on Crunchyroll.
To Be
So
Kamen
that
Rider.
makes sense.
Well, no, because Crunchyroll. Look, let's move on because Crunchyroll has Sakamoto Days. I've already gone through this list.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it's on here for something. I forget what it was. I think it's original. I think it's original anime. But anyway, all right, let's move on. All right, so that's anime of the year. The next category is film of the year. All right, 100 meters, and that's on Netflix. Okay, so right away you can see that's not just about Crunchyroll. 100 meters is on Netflix, and it finally got something. It hadn't been nominated for anything. And I'm like, wait a minute, man. It deserved. If you watch 100 meters, you're going to say, how is this not nominated for any animated awards, whether it's the Golden Globes, the Oscars, the Animation Awards? Nothing. It is an absolutely spectacular movie. I suggest everybody go out and watch 100 meters because it's great. Also, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Infinity Castle, Mononoke, the movie, Scarlet and the Rose of Versailles. I had
those are all good.
All good movies. If I had to pick, it's kind of hard to go against Chainsaw Man. I'm just telling y'all.
I was going to say, like, I only saw Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man out of these ones, but for me, like Chainsaw Man beat out Demon Slayer. Like they do that cool, like they do the regular graphics with that 3D kind of randomness mixed in with it, and it's just like, and it's gnarly. It's like that. I mean, that's amazing. It's very impressive. But I could kind of give two shits about the story. Chainsaw Man just had a really good story. Like it was just a better experience for me. So Chainsaw Man would win in this.
Yeah, I think between Chainsaw Man and 100 meters, man, both of those are phenomenal movies. Brandon, have you seen? What have you seen, and what do you think?
None of them. Movies are not necessarily my thing for anime, so
okay, fair.
I would be okay with any of these. All 6 of these would be fine.
Okay, all right, Stacy, what you got?
I think I'm the same with Brandon. I didn't see any of these, but these, from what I've heard, are really good. So to me, it wouldn't be surprising any of them win.
Okay.
I know me and Derek are the moviegoers for other reasons, because the rest of like stuff we do on our channel, we go and watch NA and everything. So if you throw an anime movie into the theater and we got a bunch of shit movies out that week, but you have an anime movie out, it's like I'm watching that fucking anime movie, man. Hell yeah. Like absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Best continuing series. All right. So not a new one, something that's continuing. Dan to Dan season 2, Kaiju number 8, My Hero Academia, One Piece, Solo Leveling, and Spy Family. So for me, for something that's it's got to be My Hero. It's the last season. It's a fantastic season. Really enjoyed it. I got to go with My Hero Academia final season. Brandon, what do you think?
Well, One Piece doesn't really belong on here because they just barely finished up their first season. So, but I'm not even going to count it. One Piece is its own thing. Season. One Piece gets to be in its own place. The same with like Detective Conan or any of these 1,000+ episode long running series. So I'll scratch that one off of there. Solo Leveling, haven't watched, scratch that off. Okay. Seen the first one of Kaiju number 8, haven't seen the second, I'll scratch it. I have seen Dawn to Dawn, and I have seen Spy Family. Haven't seen My Hero because I'm behind, so I have to. It would be one of those 3. But if you put it up to my head, Spy Family season 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
An excellent season.
It was very good. And I think it's just like this much better than Dawn to Dawn season 2. Even though Dawn to Dawn season 2 had the absolute most massively crazy episode I have seen in a long time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, wild.
Dude, Dan to Dan is absolutely batshit crazy, and I love it.
And I love it.
I absolutely love it, and I love it for it. But yeah, I would agree. I think I'm going My Hero, but I think Spy Family is a close second in my opinion. Yeah. Cyfax, what do you got?
Yeah, so I haven't seen Dan to Dan season 2, so that's obvious. I can't comment on that one. I'm sure it sounds like there's an awesome episode I'm looking forward to seeing. Kaiju number 8, like I said, it was all right. I didn't really like the second half of it that much. Like even the start of it was kind of rough for me. My Hero, I'm behind on that as well. I think I'm on like season 2 or something, so I got a lot to watch on that one. One Piece, like you guys are saying, I don't know, like it's kind of in a category of its own. But I saw a video the other day saying it's actually the 3rd longest anime out there, and I'm like, there's one out there there's more than one that are out there that are longer. Yeah, there's one that's like 3,000 episodes. I was like, Doraemon. Christ. Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Doraemon
Christ.
has been going literally forever.
Yeah. So for me, and like I didn't really get into Spy Family. I've heard it's really good. I've seen like the first 2 episodes, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. But everyone's recommending it, so for me, it has to be Solo Leveling season 2 because I really enjoyed it. And I don't know, I'm a Solo Leveling fan. I literally got 2 tattoos on my fucking biceps about it. So I might be a fan. I might be a fan of it.
Yeah, I already knew you were going to pick that. I was just letting you go through the motions with it, but I was like sci-fi Solo Leveling. Stacy, what do you got?
Down to Done. Nah, I gotta scratch that. Sorry, I watched 5 episodes of the first season. I was like, I don't mind random stuff and especially crazy stuff, but that's too out there for me. So I couldn't get into that. Kaiju number 8. I've heard good things about it, never seen it. My Hero Academia. I think this is a running thing. I'm a little behind. I'm like on season 5, so 2 seasons behind the finale, maybe 3. One Piece. We all agree, its own thing. Yep. I have to go with Cyfax Solo Leveling season 2 because don't get me wrong, I like Spy Family. I get a really good chuckle, if not a good hearty laugh out of it with every episode, especially with Anya. But I have to go through season 2 of Solo Leveling, especially like he's really starting to understand that there's probably something else with his powers. So yeah, season 2, Solo Leveling.
Okay. Good series, all of those. All right. Best new series. All right. So here we got Cleavatess, Gachiakudo, Sakamoto Days, Takopi's Original Sin, The Flagrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, and The Summer Hikaru Died. So for the new ones, the newbies, I have not seen Cleavatess, so I can't call that. Gachiakudo, I love that, and it's probably my anime of the year, so it's probably going to be that one. But Sakamoto Days, man, really picked it up the second half. So it's kind of hard to go, say, I love Sakamoto Days, man. That like really turned it around. That first half was kind of boring. Second half really got it done. Haven't seen Takopi or The Flagrant Flower or The Summer Hikaru Died, so it's probably Gachiakudo out of this list for me. Brandon?
Cleavatess.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I really like Sakamoto Days, but I'm more of a fantasy type of enjoyer, so I have to go Cleavatess. If for no other reason than the filter that they use to overlay the animation, it gives it a 90s-esque look to it. And it's a hell of a lot more violent than most others these days.
Okay. Cyfax?
I'm gonna have to check that one out.
What was the category for this one?
Best new one. Best new series.
Oh, best new one. Oh, okay. Like, so I had a great time with Cleavatess. I just really didn't like the ending. Actually, I kind of barely like the ending of Gachiakudo too. But I mean, it's there's such a funny moment in Gachiakudo where it's like I'll always remember that shit because it's like a giant meme with Ryo, and I'm just like I can't get over that. So I'm gonna have to go with Gachiakudo, even though I like it. They're neck and neck because Cleavatess is really good. I really enjoyed Cleavatess.
Okay. Stacy.
I have to see Clevitis. I've heard Cyfax say nothing but good things about Gachi Kuda, so I have to give that one a shot. I had to go really Sakamoto Days. The second half really picked it up, really ran with it, and I was like, okay, that was actually worth the time I invested in it. So yeah.
All right, there we go. Everybody, you can put your choices in the chat as well. I see Cass putting down theirs. Clevitis. Let's see. The Summer Hikaru Died was deep. Really like it. Okay. Yeah, don't hesitate to show us what you got, what you guys think of it. I loved Gachi Akuda. That would be my choice. All right. Let's see. A best original anime. All right. So for the originals, we got Apocalypse Hotel, Digimon Beat Break, Lazarus, Mobile Suit Gundam, GQX.
I just call it Mobile Suit Penguin.
Okay.
I've got a friend of mine that puppeteers as a penguin with purple hair called Punkwaddle. Him and a few of the other guys, they're all into the mecha stuff. And when I saw that, I'm like, no, I'm just going to call it Penguin. And he's like, yeah, because it's punk like me. So, but yeah. And
then Zenshu was the last one. Also coming to the stage, just arrived in the back. Name. What is
name?
What's up? We talking about Gundam? Y'all sleeping on this, bro. I've been telling you guys to get into so many different anime. No one ever listens to me in that chat, bro. Now, partially it's because I send so much stuff, but like no one ever. I keep trying to put these boys on peak, but no one listens, bro. I tell them to watch Kamen Rider Zets. No one's watching it. Now Kamen Rider's having a 55th anniversary, and no one's gonna know how to cover.
Anyway, so we're gonna keep going. This guy coming in here
I think the potato gave out.
Can you calm down just for a second, man? Sheesh, man, coming in here bitching, man. Just have fun, man. We do listen to Name, by the way. Name,
yeah.
He posts a lot of stuff though. You guys have no idea.
Oh yeah,
Name floods that chat. Which, hey, look, and I appreciate it because it makes it easier for me to do what I'm doing. And there you go. But all right, Name. We're going through the Crunchyroll awards. We're not going to go back through the other ones because you came.
Yeah, I was looking at this like when I posted it. So like I looked.
Okay, so what's your anime of the year? All right, so let's just go through the anime of the year. What do you got?
What was on? Was Taco P on it? If Taco P's on it, I would give it to Taco P. I know that they got a lot of strong contenders. They got My Hero. Was Apothecary on it?
Mm-hmm.
Let me
Apothecary
see.
was on
it and go back. Hold up.
It was on one of the first ones. It was on one of the first ones.
Look how much power I have. This man DA said he wasn't going to go back, and I made him go back.
It's like because I don't want anybody saying no, they didn't let me vote. I don't want all of that crying and bitching later on. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get them out the way.
This is I don't know if you guys went over this, but I was going to talk about this
just
in regards to voting.
Name.
No. I want to preface this because like I haven't seen everything that's been nominated. So like
neither have we. And we just picking one, bro. Just pick one. Who you said Taco P. Taco P's right there. You think that's better than the ones you got up here?
The thing about the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, it's like 90% of like the critics vote have the sway, and like the 10% is the fans. At least that's how they used to run it as fans. Now I don't know like how much they change it year by year. I see this year they cut out a lot of like categories. They cut out like so many of like the different like dub performances because like in previous years they would have like best Spanish performance, best like Italian, French, whatever. But this year they're only doing best like Japanese performance and best English. So like clearly there's changes. Okay. And then before I hopped on stream, I saw Brandon responded to like one of like Chibi's posts regarding like one of the judges on this, and I was like,
we getting there. That's why I'm trying to get there, but we're trying to get to a few of these too. So we want to get to that topic. I mean, but you said Taco P over My Hero. I'm shocked.
That's my personal pick because it's like it's a really strong it's a really stacked field, but at the same time there's been some snubs. Like I've seen people like tweeting, commenting, like saying that some things should have been nominated. Like, why is this on there? It's basically like I don't want to
Name. Nobody's gonna boil you in oil for getting it wrong.
No, I don't want to make that comparison, but this is like it really feels like the Oscars all over again. This conversation about like what's getting snubbed, what's like gonna get.
Well, we were talking about
gonna get robbed. Like
we were talking about snubs too.
We're gonna hit name with the crown for a king thing from Game of Thrones, dude. Like Game of Thrones, just hit him with that golden crown. There you go, man. Just boil you alive with it.
It's ready, Cyfax.
So you're going 100 meters. It was Chainsaw Man for me, but 100 meters super close. Okay, so I like that pick.
I give 100 meters the strength because you can just watch it straight up standalone. I know Chainsaw Man, it did a really good job, but like you kind of need the context of the main series.
That's true.
Whereas 100 meters, you can just just get it in. It's like there's no.
I mean, I didn't watch Chainsaw Man. Like I watched the the whole season. Basically the week before that movie came out, so I was fresh off Chainsaw Man. Like I was like, hey, I kind of already really like this show, so I jumped right into that movie right after, and I was like, okay, now I really like this movie because it was very fresh on my mind. So that definitely helped. I mean, if you drop in some of these movies,
series name best continuing series, you got Dan Kaiju. You got to go with My Hero. Come on, man.
Yeah, My Hero. It's like they had a really good final season. I see it. We're gonna be talking about this again next year, DA. I better see you keep that same energy when they nominate Vigilante season
2. Best new series. I went with Gachi Akuda, Brandon.
That's
with Cleaver Test.
That's probably Gachi Akuda is probably gonna get it because, like I said, unless all the judges have all seen everything, the vote's gonna be like skewed in some way. But yeah, I think Gachi Akuda is gonna win. Like, it had a really strong following despite the fan base that it.
Well, it's not what you think is gonna win. What do you pick out of those?
Well, I would pick Taco Pete because I really like it.
All right, so now we're caught up. We're caught up. So all right. So I'll let you go first, and try to keep it to 50 minutes or less. Your answer,
10 seconds or less, and go.
I mean, out of all of these, I was hearing some people talk about Zenshu. I heard it was good, but I think between this Zenshu and Digimon Freak Break, that's the competitors for this one. I personally would go with G-Quux. It has its problems, but it was it had a really strong. It's winning so many awards overseas, and plus, I can't lie, it was a really fun watch. So,
okay, Brandon, let's start with you heading down. I only watched Lazarus. And I did not like Lazarus. Yeah, did not like it at all. So I can't pick in this category. That's the only one I saw, and I didn't like it. But I'll give it to you. What do you got?
Zenshu. That's easy. That Zenshu was the most unique out of all of them, as far as a actual original, traditional old school OVA type of show. No prior manga, no prior light novels, none of that. Yeah, Zenshu. And maybe Moonrise. I didn't see that, but I've heard good things about it. The rest of them, they're all fine with the exception of Lazarus. Lazarus sucked.
Cyfax.
I'm actually in the same boat as you there, DA. The only one that I watched was Lazarus, and I watched, I think, the first 2 episodes. And I can only find it in dub, and I hated the voice acting in it so much that I couldn't continue on with it. I thought it was terrible. I like all the other stuff from them because they did Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop and shit. It's the same people, and I was like, what a disappointment. I had high hopes. I had high hopes for it,
and it sounded the only one that was so amazing. But yeah.
So anything else, any of these other ones need to win. Lazarus is definitely bottom of the list on this one.
Stacy,
I don't care how bad the other ones were.
Right now, but for me, it'd be either Digimon Beat Breakers, Senshu. Lazarus was a fucking tar pit of fucking of a series.
Okay.
I want to say something real quick. I remember DA when he did his spring 2025 most anticipated anime. His 3 most anticipated were T-Bait, Lazarus, and Vigilantes.
Yeah.
And I think that's
I didn't like any of them.
Vigilantes. You
I didn't like none of that.
That's just right. So fighting words, DA.
All right. So look, best animation. Honestly, out of this list, Solo Leveling, man. the solo leveling animation, those fight scenes, especially at the very end. Oh my God, man. The animation was off the absolute hook. I couldn't stand it, man. It was some of the best animation I've ever watched. So I'm going with solo leveling on this one. Brandon, what you got? This is going to be the last category. We got to move on.
Man, the drum of liberation is calling to me. It has to be One Piece. It has to be.
Okay. Cyfax?
I'm probably gonna have to go with solo leveling, but I will say Gacha Okuta, like I really I adored their like kind of it's like a different animation style. Like their eyes are all kind of crazy. Everything about it.
Yeah.
It was. I think that the Gacha Okuta had the most unique one. Like Gacha Okuta had the most unique new kind of animation style going on. Like they did a bunch of different stuff, even though it's like kind of the same stories that you're seeing or whatever, just obviously different means of getting to there. Like solo leveling, I mean, looked the best, but Gacha Okuta had the most interesting one for me. So I'm actually, I'm going to give it to Gacha Okuta. Even though I love solo leveling.
We know. Stacy?
I got to go with solo leveling. You pointed it out yourself, DA. The fight scenes was like, wow. I'm sitting there like, how do you get a big demon the size of the Empire State Building moving like the Roadrunner, and the main character be put in a situation where he's like, I did not expect that big thing to be that freaking fast. Like, wow. Okay. I got to go solo leveling.
And name, last one.
I haven't seen a lot of these categories. The only ones I've seen are like My Hero and Taco P and Full. So it's like it's probably between those two. Like My Hero had some really, really crazy fight scenes. Like, they came out swinging with like the Bakugo and All for One fight. They had like that huge final fight. So it's just like it was really cool. But I mean, for what they were trying to do, they had some like pretty interesting animation for Taco P. So like that put that studio on the map for me. So like. I personally like, even though it wasn't like, highbrow, fast-paced animation, it really fit the story. So, but I would probably give it to My Hero if you had to like, edge it out. If we're talking about like animation.
There you go. All right, guys, that's it for the Crunchyroll Animation Awards. We'll probably talk about it in the lead up to the actual awards, which are dropping in May. But we got to talk about how this voting and all these judges, how all of this stuff is going to work. And you probably already know Chibi Reviews, big time YouTuber in the anime space, also on X. He posted this up, and I mean, this thing went absolutely insane. So Chibi says, was doing some research into the judges for the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, and multiple judges have bashed anime for being icky, saying fan service is the worst vices of the medium, that it doesn't need to be an anime or manga. Goes to show what Crunchyroll is trying to push. And she has this person right here, this Anini Aban, a founder of Anime and Chill, the UK's leading anime and gaming community. All right. And they have this highlighted down here at the bottom, but let's read. Inini Aban is a multi-award winning community founder, creative technologist, and entertainment curator working across the global anime and gaming industry. She leads Anime and Chill, the UK's leading anime and gaming community, known for their community-driven events. With over a decade of experience in the UK anime fandom and as a long-time anime fan, Inini is an established figure recognized for connecting the scene and championing spaces for underrepresented audiences. She has contributed to large-scale convention programming and curation, and consults with entertainment brands on DEI, community engagement, and influencer marketing, connecting campaigns with authentic voices in the anime community. So that's who she is. And she is going to judge. She's going to be one of the judges for the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. And it sounds like she's woke as hell. All right, she's woke as hell, man. She's as woke as they come.
Strike one from the UK.
For the UK, I was about to say that too, Brandon. Like, I don't think we should trust the UK for anything until they get everything sorted out there.
It says fan service is culture. The judges need to be fans around the world, not a bunch of clowns. I agree. I agree. Let's see here. Get judges for your anime awards. They hate anime things. I'm convinced with everything Crunchyroll does, from its services to its awards, they do it because they hate anime. It's starting to seem like it, man. Like, do you even like the anime community, Crunchyroll?
Nope.
It's absolutely ridiculous, man. Like, I don't know what do you guys think about this, man? Is this the type of person that's going to be able to give, speak for the Crunchyroll fan? Or excuse me, the anime fan, maybe the Crunchyroll fan, but the anime fan, the just general, average fan, is this person going to be able to speak and say, this is the anime of the year? Like, we saw a lot of stuff didn't get nominated, that probably should have been nominated, but, I didn't watch everything, so I can't call it, but I don't know. Like, it seems like there's an agenda at play. What do y'all think?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Where is she from? The UK. What's going on in the UK right now? Complete and utter bitch-ass pushification of everything. You can't even say the word without the police coming and knocking at your door wanting to haul your ass off. So, of course, this ass clown is going to be as woke as hell. Yeah. You said that I replied to Chibi. I wonder what I said. I think I remember what I said, but I don't know if we can display what I said.
Yeah,
Let's just put it this way. She sucks.
You're gonna put DA in YouTube jail if we post that comment, though.
No, we're not gonna play it.
Oh yeah, she sucks. She's just straight up trash. So
the same thing in our anime. It's the same thing with our movies, right? Where it's like you want something unrealistic and you want to be able to look at it and you want to enjoy it. And certain art, like anime in general, these are dudes with like 18 freaking abs or whatever, and you're just like, okay, whatever. And guys want to be that. Girls look at some of these anime characters, they want to look like that. It's all this stuff it's like unrealistic, but also you still want that in your movies too, like the unachievable body, like to go with like 1% body fat or whatever. It's like to live like that is basically impossible. You would die. It's like you're just killing yourself. So it's like these people sitting there mocking like the fan service stuff. It's like it's there for a reason. It draws people in. You like those characters even more. It gives them a reason to like aspire to something. Obviously you're never going to fucking look like that, but it's like when people sit there and bash on it, I think that's really stupid, because it's like, it's entertainment. It's escapism. Why are you bashing on escapism? Because that's what they're doing here. Like, let me get away from reality for a minute. This shit is not achievable. This is ridiculous. It's insane. That's why I like it, because I'm escaping reality. Reality is very different. And to bash on that is a dumb thing to do, especially in an anime medium. Is even dumber to do that, because everything about anime is supposed to be ridiculous and extreme and like just, ridiculous. Like, I don't get it. And then why is this a judge on there? I'm sure Stacy has a lot to say on it, because he said that he has a Stacy rant coming up. I'm curious to hear what Stacy has to say about it, because I find this whole thing ludicrous, but I'm sure he has even more to say.
All right, Stacy, it is rant time.
Cue him up.
Have at it.
Okay. She is an example of why we need to gatekeep this. This chick has the nerve to say representation. First off, I keep saying this to everybody. You want representation? Learn about the character. You might actually find out that, hey, guess what? You may not look like the character. You may not be that character, but that character has traits you like. Second, fan service. What do? You try to cater to the fans. Give them what they want. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the worst vice. Then what are you doing?
In the name.
Like,
yeah.
Why?
No, you're right. It's literally in the word. Fan service is servicing the fan.
We're catering to the fans. Why would you want to
service your audience? It makes no sense.
I just want to know where she got this little idea from, because I'm willing to bet she forced somebody out to become the founder. She took over something that somebody else started, and that's why she's called the founder. I'm willing to bet money on that.
Yeah. Name? What do you think?
This is what y'all are paying for Crunchyroll for? Y'all putting your money towards them hiring this girl, bro? Look, bro.
Look, that shaming language ain't gonna work today,
bro. I'm
right?
just saying.
We got more to talk about. We got bigger fish than this chick. We got bigger fish to fry than her, man. We got so shit, man.
You know, you guys, we like the problem here is like they're calling out.
Name. You got a problem with DEI Barbie here? Like, come on.
Bro, hey, bro, I'm not paying for Crunchyroll, bro. I don't have a say. I'm not contributing to this problem, man. But the problem with a lot of the terminology that they're using is that when they talk about fan service, it's usually they're talking about fan service for dudes, for anime that are aimed towards like males. There's fan service in shoujo manga. There's fan service in, yaoi and yuri manga too. That never gets complained about because that's acceptable to them. So this is the problem.
Yeah, it's the male gaze, right? The male gaze, that's the problem.
You're trying to like watch something that's not meant for you, and you're having a problem with it because it's not clicking with you. And that's like there are things that don't click with me in anime too. Like Cyfax talked about, like we watched an anime and we just didn't click with it. Doesn't mean that anime is bad. It just means that we didn't resonate with it. So the problem that I see with like a lot of like the new wave anime watchers from like COVID is that you're trying to fit a square into like a circle peg. Pause. But and this is why like the discourse has become so heated because people are trying to turn certain franchises, certain demographics into things that they're not. Like if you wanted to see like if you didn't want to see like women being sexualized, like okay, sure, just go read like shoujo or like find a different anime. There's like so many anime like out there like
Well, she's acting. I mean, she's probably more implying that it's obviously towards like let's say like the bikini episodes that almost every anime has, right? But guess what? All the dudes are there with their tops off, and like I said, they got like 18-pack abs. It's unachievable for males in general. Like this stuff, and guess what? The females like that stuff too. They still want to see even if you're watching a cartoon, they still want to see like what a good-looking dude looks like in anime. It's fine. Go ahead. Yeah, obviously eye candy. You want eye candy all across the board. Have fun with it. Go for it.
You bring up an interesting point, Cyfax, because like when I see a cool like male anime character, I feel like this is my conspiracy theory. I think these women are jealous of them because when I see like a cool character, like we think about like Deku or Bakugo or like Goku, like that's someone for me to aspire to be. Like it's like, oh dude, I see you're doing cool stuff. I see like you're on the grind, pause. You're building yourself up. Like I want to be like that. I want to have that kind of mentality. I want to live my life like that. Whereas like they see like these like beautiful women, they're like oh that's a problem. It's like okay, first of all,
one of the best. Oh, go.
Oh no, you. I was just gonna say like isn't it sexist to like just get to like to just say that the only thing about the women is like what's it called, the boobs, when like some of these characters they're in fan service scenes, but they're also incredibly complex. Like I think Cyfax has brought it up too. Like he talks about Black Lagoon, right? Levy.
Yeah.
He's like a really beautiful
I literally
character.
I have that tattoo as well. Like
she's
I have Revy on my arm.
And I haven't seen it yet, but I'm assuming like she's a really complex character. So like from the clips I've seen of her, it looks like there's more to her than just like looking hot.
No, she's a beautiful woman, but also can handle her own, and like it's like that's a strong female character. But like, I think one of the better, I guess the right word would be like an analogy is like they've done like tests or studies, I should say, of like the difference when young boys and young girls play with like toys and stuff, like with action figures and stuff. So young boys will see themselves as Batman. So you're playing with a Batman action figure. They make themselves, or like they're like, what would I be as Batman? Or no, they're like they're playing as Batman. They want to be Batman. Young girls make Batman them. Like they're just like, oh, if I like I'm. It's a small subtle difference.
The boys will go into Batman's world and be Batman, and girls bring Batman into their world. The girl will take the Batman doll and sit it down at the tea party with Mr. Bunny and all that. That's what the girls do. The girls want Batman to enter into their world and become them, whereas boys like, I want to actually be Batman and go out and fight crime. That's the difference between the way boys and girls play.
And it goes on.
Exactly.
it goes on like that. And like, even as you get older, it's the same difference for everything else. So like, it's like, even that subtle difference or whatever, it explains a lot when you really think about it.
Holy shit, Cyphex. Thank you for saying that, because it really clicked for me why there's so many like delusional people like shipping all these like male characters in anime. It's holy shit. That just made
because
so
they're
much
psychotic.
It just blew your mind, right? Like some
Yeah,
people
just
never
remember
heard that. I've heard it
remember.
on a few other things, but I'm like, oh no, that makes total sense, because that's exactly what I did when I was, I'd have a little wrestling ring when I was into wrestling, and I'd be making all these characters. I was like, this is what I would do or whatever, but I never took them out of their place and put them into a different scenario. It's like, no, this is your spot, man. This is what you're supposed to be doing, like whatever.
Just remember, I'm Batman. I will always be
Batman.
I will be there to protect everybody. And to tell this person, this thing, I found my tweet, and you're right, I can't repeat it.
No, you can't repeat that. We ahead of that, Brandon. We wasn't doing that. Hey, let me hit a couple of soups before we move on. We got another Crunchyroll thing we got to talk about. Marshall J for $4.99, or General Ortega, as he's known to you guys. Ergo Proxy masterpiece anime. You need to turn your brain on and focus. Otherwise, you be lost. All right, you guys agree? Are y'all in agreement?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Agreed.
Cool.
Got to pay attention to that one.
All right. Thank you very much, Marshall J. Another one for the list, folks. And then Mac, now it's known, comes in, drops $1. Everybody get over there and sub to Mac. He's on X. He always has great information for us. He shares it out there. Deep researcher. I love following him because he always gives me an article or two to consider when I'm making videos every week. So thank you very much, Mac, for what you do. Appreciate that. All right, guys, we got another Crunchyroll. We're not done with these cats yet. You guys know we talked about it last week. There was a breach, okay, a major breach where millions of accounts had been hacked and data is just out there for the taking. And it appears now that Crunchyroll breach data leaked via an Indian outsourcing partner has been sold. All right, 1.2 million of 2 million customer records were purchased by a single buyer. We've obtained the 1.2 million emails from Mr. Raccoon, and we'll be sharing them with Have I Been Owned? Oh man, this isn't good news, man. 1.2 million pieces of customer detail are out there. Somebody bought them. And if you start seeing somebody trying to get into your accounts and hack your accounts, it's probably because Crunchyroll got hacked and now your information is floating out there on the dark web. What is Crunchyroll going to do, man? This is a major, major fuck up. And I have to imagine at this point, man, we talked about it last week, like the lawsuit. It's like, okay, they probably won't do the $25,000. It might, settle for like $200. But when you start hearing information like that, it's like, nah, 200 ain't gonna be enough. All right, per user, right? That is. We're gonna have to go up. Yeah, exactly, Stacy. Yeah, I'm thinking we might need to get into at least close to 4 figures because this is retarded. This is dumb, and this should never have happened. But
$2,000 and I'll settle right now. $2,000 and I'll settle right now.
I'm curious, like, I mean, out of all the data breaches and everything that seem to be happening, more likely they probably actually happen daily. We only just hear about the big ones, but it's like what they do, like that's what these companies do. They sell your data to other companies. That's why you get ads to certain companies or whatever, because your data is now shared with them. Like that's how these companies make money on the back end. Like that's just kind of what they do. So your data is kind of already breached. Like I'm sure the terms of service, because they give you like a 37-page thing that you just sit there and hit accept on, like you probably accept a bunch of bullshit on that. Like, and nobody's reading that. There might be
I think
there might be 5 lawyers out there that have read through all these things.
It's one thing if somebody. It's one thing if a company that you do business with, you say, hey, I handed over some data to them and there's something in the, the terms and conditions that says we can sell this to a third party or give it away to a third party. That's one thing. It's a different thing if somebody you don't know hacks their database and now they're selling it to people on the dark web. That's the big problem. It's like this information, like, you know, all right, maybe I trust Crunchyroll to give my data out to certain people because they might want to sell something to me that I might like or whatever, you know. That's one thing. And again, I don't trust anybody with my data. Don't get it twisted. But I'm saying it's one thing when you voluntarily gave it over, and then it's another thing when somebody just took it. You know, this is a hack. This is the big problem and it's Sony. Sony does it's the same thing with fucking PlayStation. All right, PlayStation constantly getting hacked. Now we got Crunchyroll getting hacked. It's like these guys, like Brandon said last week, these guys have a major problem with their security, and they got to pay the piper at some point in time. Because as far as I know, you know, even PlayStation hasn't really had to cough up any major money.
No, they haven't. Sony has skated so many times with this that it's. I would like to say I'm shocked, but I'm not. And
yeah.
So the only thing I can say is
there is a class action. Yeah, we covered it. I just put up the article. We talked about it last week, and I put that up on Anime Head. So if you guys didn't see that, us discussing the class action lawsuit, you know, that is on Anime Heads.
You can check it out at Anime Heads. You can subscribe there. That way you can get updates on maybe any further information over there. Go check out Anime Heads. It's been linked multiple times in the chat. Go check it out. Subscribe. That's the channel that'll be, you know, DA's trying to blow it up, man. It's getting out there. Get out there. Check it out.
We're getting there.
Hit them likes over there on that stream as well.
Yeah. I was saying we are simulcasting the stream right now on Anime Heads. So if you guys are just lurking in the background, say, hey, I'm just lurking. I'm not really posting in the chat. You know, you can help us out by watching the stream on Anime Heads. And I actually will link it right now. So for those that want to, you know, watch along, you can watch it there. Oh, I see we just got a sub. Thanks, whoever subbed. Appreciate it. But yeah, this is the thing. You're talking about a major breach. Millions and millions of people trusted you with your data, and you cannot secure it. And now there is a class action lawsuit. Somebody asked, is there a class action lawsuit? Yes, there is. There is a class action, and I think the money needs to go up. You know, they started. I think was it $25,000
for this particular one. It's 25,000.
They're not going to get 25,000. That's not going to happen. But I'm saying, hey, can we get 2,000? You know, because usually these things settle for like, all right, here's $150 and some fraud prevention for you guys for a year, and then that's it. And that's bullshit. All right, that's straight up bullshit. So let's no. We got to do something different. This time we're doing something different.
On the really big breaches, you end up getting like, you know, a massive like $2.60 or something. It's great. You'll get the emails where it's like, join this lawsuit, and all of a sudden there's 2 million people in there, and whatever the lawsuit was, everybody gets like $2, and you're like, why did I'm like, I guess I can buy like a hot dog for lunch. Thanks.
Yeah, go to Costco. There you go.
Costco.
Yeah,
there you go.
You can get a good hot dog for about 67 cents with that money.
Yeah. So in my opinion, this was the article from last week. Crunchyroll faces its second class action lawsuit this month over the alleged data breach March 12. The suit seeks damages of $25,000 per class member, along with other relief. So we'll see what's going to happen, but Crunchyroll, they have to take some financial hit this time.
Yeah, right? They need to be smacked hard.
Hey, I just want to call it Budgie Cat in the chat said Jujutsu Kaisen. He said he found a discovery about Jujutsu Kaisen. And he was like, Juju, an African term, means paranormal sorcery, and Su means technique, and Kaizen means combat. So it means paranormal sorcery combat, in case people wanted to know. He seemed disappointed that nobody pointed that out, and I wanted to point it out because I met Budgie Cat in Universal, and he was awesome, even though he quizzed me before he said who he was. But you know what? I'm reading the chat, brother. I'm reading the chat.
You did him like that, Budgie Cat.
He did me like that. Yeah. But he was a cool dude, man. He was awesome. Budgie Cat was great.
Hey, Budgie Cat. Listen, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for putting that out there. We appreciate it. He said, thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, Crunchyroll's got their work cut out for them, man, at this point. I think these guys got to figure it out. And if they don't, I'm sorry, man. They're going to start losing subscribers. You would think Sony would just be a better ran company when it comes to data protection. I don't understand why Sony is.
They never have. That's the problem.
But why?
I don't get it either.
That's because it's one of those things where the high ups in the American branch are basically lying through their ass to the Japanese branch. The Japanese branch is not paying attention to what the hell is going on. I bet if the Japanese branch figure out what was going on over here, things would get changed in an instant. For example, for like the last 2 years, they have put out exclusive games on the PS5. Those have been failing like basically a devil user in the sea. Sooner or later, they're going to get hit with one game that's going to fail so horribly. Japan's branch will basically come over here and say, everybody get the hell out. You're all fired. We're taking over.
You think that would have happened with Concord already? I don't know. Maybe now that we have the universal translator working between English and Japanese, I think it's probably more likely now. But even, I don't know. There's something about Sony Japan where they just don't pay enough attention to what happens here with Sony of America. It doesn't matter which branch of it, whether if it's the game branch or if it's the movie or if it's their electronics division. There's always one part of them that is just fucking up so bad. Especially PlayStation. That's a shit show. That's been a shit show for forever. Yeah. But speaking of, I have been thoroughly enjoying the new camaraderie with our friends over in Japan because we now have a universal translator working. And one of them actually posted this question about where they can buy this particular KFC bucket.
I know what you're talking about, Brett. Oh, I love.
Yeah. Where can we buy this bucket at?
Usually somewhere in Compton. Somewhere in Compton they have that. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Compton.
Oh my God.
Like Irvine, something like that.
Yo, the camaraderie between, we were talking about that earlier. The camaraderie between Japan and the US over this last week and a half has just been absolutely amazing.
Glorious.
Yeah, I love it.
The like crossover videos when people go out there and they interview Japanese people. It's like, what do you think about Americans? Like the videos, they're always cut like kind of 50-50, but a lot of the times I guarantee it's mainly I would bet more towards 70 to 80% positive, and then 20 to 30% negative or whatever. Oh yeah, and it's just but it's much more higher than it is negative, whatever. Like they really like us out there, and like I know. Actually, I have a few friends who have married Japanese women who went out there. They actually did a wedding here in America, went out there to do a traditional Japan wedding, and then came back. And it's like, I don't know, man. Like they just like they like American people out there.
Something tells me if the five of us was to try and find a way to get out there to Japan, we would basically be welcomed as family over there. Okay, DA's already been to Japan. He loves it. I'm sure the people over there who he did interact with was like, "Oh no, man, we love you. We want you to come back." Oh man, I swear, if I could, I would go over there and just find the Americans who are fucking up and just point to them and go, "We are not like them." Those are
all I've heard is like, look,
we're not like that.
Being a 6 foot white guy with I mean, you can't really tell on here or whatever, but blonde hair, blue eyes. I guess it's more dirty blonde now, but it's like blonde hair, blue eyed white guy, 6 foot. I've heard nothing but good things if you go out there. So I'm like, all right, I might have to go out there sometime. Also,
Brandon, what's this here, man? Brandon's always throwing something.
Yeah,
what's this?
This is me after a weekend on Japanese Twitter. Oh yeah, yes indeed.
Oh my god!
Nice.
Mhm.
Oh my god!
Even
Dude,
better.
why is it like,
Oh,
are you trying to sell Japan propane and propane accessories? Is that what's happening in that picture?
Well,
Like,
That's what
There
I
is
think
one that
he's trying to do.
There
he's
is.
like-
I did
he's like, "Would
actually.
you have some propane?"
I did save one on
Dude,
my other
like,
profile.
propane
Someone
explodes,
did
man.
take
They're
the picture
done
of
with
that.
American explosions. They're done with anything that explodes from America, dude. Don't sell them propane.
Oh god!
I mean, but
That
did
was
you
a
see
good
that
one.
joke they made? Someone said like we need to ship like nukes to the Japan, and like someone said like you guys already did it like 2 times already. Could you please do it in safer packaging? So like they're like recently with the especially with
Yes, I
like
saw that.
the Trump and the Sinai joke, like they're starting to kind of like understand like our type of humor, because I remember
Our
like
humor, right?
back when Barbenheimer was a thing, there was a huge controversy in Japan because like the atomic bomb over there is like a tragedy to them, and then like people were playing up like the Barbenheimer event as something fun, so they were taking offense to it. But now like they're starting to see like, okay, like these guys like they'll literally like make 9/11 jokes, like so
Mhm.
They don't get it, but they're starting to understand. Yeah, like we joke
Yeah.
about tragedies, which is our way of dealing with it. That's how it
Yeah,
is.
but
All right.
It's a
This is
coping
the
mechanism.
original
Yeah.
Twitter matchup between the East and the West.
Wow.
When Hank Hill met whatever the hell his brother's name is, I don't remember. But all I know is when East meets West, we end up making something cool. And yes, I do hope that Japan gets the bomb delivered nicely this time and not unnicely, because they're going to need it
Yeah,
to defend
agreed.
off the Chi-Coms. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What were you saying, Stacy?
No, I'm agreeing with Brandon. Oh god.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
right,
Brandon, that meme also comes full circle, because I remember seeing like a little thread about like the Japanese do have like sub versus dubs arguments like us, and they're
Mhm.
like arguing whether it's like it's more which like sub or dub was better for King of the Hill. And I thought like it's interesting that we do that stuff here all the time, and then they're over there like doing it. Except they have like really good voice actors. So
they're Japanese voice actors for the King of the Hill. There's the episode where Bobby starts smoking and Hank's trying to get him to stop. And he picks back up the habit. Damn it, boy, you can't even smoke a damn cigarette right. And then there's this. This is the way it's been for me all week. I have not slept at all because of this.
It's like, when do these people ever sleep? Yeah, the problem is it's the opposites, right? Man, time zones is messed up, but it's hilarious.
Dude,
man.
if you jump on Twitter in the morning here in like America, especially here on the West Coast, right? If you jump on in the morning, it's like all liberal Democrat bullshit propaganda, and then by the time you get to when people are off of work, all of a sudden it becomes Republican like propaganda, and it's like, oh, I wonder why that is. Like, it's
Because everybody's at
what
fucking
a
work.
concept.
We don't have
It's
time
like,
to
it's
bullshit
like,
around
what a
on
concept.
Twitter.
like
X, that's why.
all the right is
Yeah.
working all day. What a weird
They were
concept.
working.
Like,
Lazy bastards. All right, look, speaking of lazy bastards, let's talk about Netflix. Have you guys been hearing about this Netflix controversy when it comes to JoJo?
Yeah, they hosed the one JoJo that I was ready to watch start to finish, no problem. And what do? They get up.
They fuck it up. Here it is. Netflix Anime Day had posted this, a new week, a new list of anime, and there's something missing. And the first comment, a new week, a new dumbass program. I think you're missing something, Netflix. Everybody called them out. Your release schedule sucks ass. Everybody's pissed off. All right. Everybody's pissed off, and rightfully so. Aren't you forgetting something? I don't understand what Netflix was thinking, but right now, they've already confirmed a vague 2026 release schedule for Steel Ball Run, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure second stage. Steel Ball Run will return this year, but Netflix has not announced exactly when the anime series will air its second stage, leaving many fans frustrated. Have you guys watched Steel Ball Run yet?
No, and it's precisely because they screwed up. I've got so much other stuff to do. I'll wait. or I just won't watch it. I really did want to watch this one. I really want to try and get into JoJo, or if it's that gay, JoJo really wants to try and get side of me. But no, that's not happening now. We're not doing that. We're not playing that game. Homie not playing that. No. They screwed up.
Everybody's pissed, man.
I heard so many good things about JoJo. Like, people are like, oh, it's great, it's awesome. Like, I tried the first 2 episodes of it, and I was like, this might be the gayest thing I've accidentally tried to, or like purposely tried to watch. And it's like, and then it's like my friend's kid was really into it, and I was like, I know he's not gay, and he was like, dude, you got to watch it, man. And it's like, because I've put him onto some animes and whatever, and I was like, all right, man. And then I tried to watch it again. And I'm like, this is the gayest shit I've ever seen. Like, it's so gay. Like, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's just not for me. It's one of those, like Name was saying earlier. Me and him tried to watch a bunch of shows that a bunch of people here recommended, and they weren't gay. They just weren't for us. It was just
everything ain't for everybody.
We were like, hey, these episodes, they didn't hit. They didn't hit. That's it. That's
so this guy Sam posted this up. Congrats, Netflix. You took the most hyped part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and turned it into a 3-year slow drip. Second stage in 2026. Just say we'll drop it in random batches whenever our algorithm feels like it. Stone Ocean's Mess, Child's Play. It's still March 2026, and you've already ghosted after one 47-minute episode. Weekly batch. Never. Just admit it. You're killing momentum on purpose. Yare Daze. Netflix really said Steel Ball Run, more like Steel Ball Drop. 1 episode now. See you in hell, or 2027. People are pissed. People are absolutely 1000%. And they should be. They absolutely should be, man. Everybody was waiting on this. All right. I just saw somebody post it up in the chat. Somebody said, I've been waiting on this forever. Who was it? It was Budgie Cat. All right. So I've been waiting 2,000 years for Steel Ball Run. Damn, that's a long time to wait, man. For 2,000 years. Woo. And they pull this shit. This is the kind of shit that Netflix does that makes people say, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and drop Netflix, and I'll just wait for it. I'll pirate it like Name.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get on Name's bandwagon and let me just start pirating shit, because these guys don't understand it. And there's no reason to watch this trash or keep this streaming service because of who they are and how they handle their customers. They play with your emotions.
Hey man, if you ever wonder why the rum's always gone, is because of people like me and Name. All right, we're out there just pirating the shit out of the shit. That's what's up.
Yeah, so it's frustrating for a lot of people. I don't understand Netflix's business model any longer. It's just, to me, it's just retarded.
Schizophrenic.
At some point in time, understand that your audience, the customer controls it. Yeah, you have control of the IP and the property, but we have control of watching it or choosing not to watch it. And that's one thing. It's kind of similar to the Harry Potter shit that's going on right now. It's like they don't get it, man. It's like we're the ones in control, not you. You're making it, and you can choose when to put it out, what you're going to adapt it like, and how you're going to make. But we don't have to watch that shit. And if you piss us off enough, we're not going to watch it. And it seems like the JoJo fans are kind of getting frustrated and fed up with this bullshit.
It kind of makes me want to do this. As much as I love this show, and as much as I love Elvis, this particular type of thing that's here makes me kind of want to scream a little bit. So if you'll share the screen.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I got a good one for you. So just remember, if you're going to be woken up,
look,
and have something play, it might as well be this.
Bow, bow, bow.
And for those of you who know what that is,
Okay.
I was waiting for a hit to the bow, bow, bow. You guys know.
There we go.
Is, right?
Someone in the chat knows. It's the Angel of Death.
Side facts. Are you talking about the Kanye song, bro?
Yeah. I have to see, just with God, that alone, that would have been way funnier.
Oh my God.
Yeah, somebody else said, this is Samir. Want Steel Ball Run episode 2. You're the worst thing to happen to JoJo. Literally hype killer. You're gonna release in batches based on stages. You managed to make it worse than Stone Ocean release somehow for one of the most anticipated anime ever. God, I hate you. This is what Netflix is doing to its customer base, and people are not gonna forgive them. This is not going to end well. Netflix is not going to end well for you. I'm telling you right now. What's up?
Do you have that tweet from like the French translator of JoJo? Because like he posted a really long thread detailing like like he has like little to no sway over like Netflix because he's working in the manga like publishing department for France for JoJo, and he was talking about like reasons why it's a bad idea. He says like Steel Ball Run particularly. It's built on momentum. So like releasing it in batches like really kills it. Like it's supposed to be like a constantly like moving forward show from like what he was saying. So like, if you're just dropping it in batches and you're leaving people on like, either cliffhangers or half cliffhangers like across the Spider-Verse, it's not going to go over well because like some shows you can binge, but like most shows and like, things they're meant to be watched weekly. So you keep up the momentum. So there's like, there's a little like cliffhanger here and there. And then you like, you have to wait a whole week to see it. But he also said something like, back like way back then, the company that he's publishing for, it almost went bankrupt because when they were bringing over the manga, they would change instead of having it like read right to left like you would, they tried to like do it from left to right like you would a normal book, and that almost like killed like that company until like then the higher up started listening to him because he was the one that said, I don't think we should change it, but they didn't listen. They wanted left to right. And it took them like the company almost going bankrupt for them to say like, okay, maybe we'll listen to you. So like, a lot of these higher ups, all they see are like, profit margins. They just look at the numbers. They probably don't even look.
They don't know shit, man. They don't know what they're doing.
They probably have like an analyst for them who runs the numbers by them. Yeah. And that analyst like we don't know if they know anything. So like, the people making these decisions like they're not in the heart of the matter. Like. For news interviews, they'll say something. They probably get briefed by their interns, like, "Oh, here's a talking point that you got to use. Here's what you got to say." But like in reality, like if they knew what this meant to people, they wouldn't be releasing it like this.
And just remember, if we are going to have mecha, we'll have the Japanese make the Gundam. We'll make the battle mechs. Yes, indeed, the Hellcat will ride with the Gundam.
I don't know, Brandon. I think there's like 45 years of stories on why making a Gundam is a bad idea.
Well, having a Hellcat is not, or a Mad Cat is not exactly the best idea either. Running around with a nuclear power plant in the back of it either. But hell,
we're still going to do that.
Oh yeah, if we're going to do that, you might as well throw on some long-range lasers, maybe a PPC or two, and then, for your sidekick, have a Gundam. Why the hell not? Why not?
Hey, look, we got 71 people in the chat. I think this is a good time to share some details on what's coming up on Anime Heads once we get there. You guys may be aware of this anime con, Anime Matsuri. All right, it's in Houston, Texas. We go there every year. All right. Me and the kids, we head there every year. We've met a lot of folks. MMA Chris King, met him out there, had a great time. My son puts on the anime panel. We will be giving away 1, maybe 2 badges. Okay. The weekend badge, the $95 badge. All right. All 4 days. We will be giving this bad boy away at some point in time before we get to July. Okay. But you got to be on Anime Heads. You got to be subscribed. We're going to figure out a plan of giving away a badge, and not just for Anime Matsuri, but also Anime Expo. Okay. And now the prices are starting to go up. So I'm going to have to buy.
It's going to go up. It's going to go up on the 8th. So
yeah, it says it right there. So look, I'm not sponsored by these people. Could be, but I'm not. All right. But we do a panel every year at Anime Expo and Anime Matsuri So if you guys are interested in winning a ticket, let's say you're going to go, but you don't know if I can, hey, man, maybe I can just go for one day, but I'm not really going to be able to afford all 4 days. Okay. I'm going, I'm pretty sure Name's going to be at Anime Expo. You already got your ticket, right? I'm pretty sure Cyfax is going to be there. I've heard Angel was thinking about coming into town. Brandon and Stacy, if you guys can make it, that would be awesome as well. Had a gang all there hanging out. But I will be giving away at least 1 ticket for this, maybe 2 from Anime Matsuri. So make sure you're subscribed to Anime Heads if you want to win. All right. We're going to announce how the contest is going to work as we get closer and closer to the event. Probably sometime in June is when the giveaway will take place, because both cons are in July. All right. So
you want to hook a brother up with some Anime Expo, dude? I'm down.
Oh yeah, I think we're gonna have at least one ticket for free. We got it covered. Cyfax, we got it covered because you'll just have to work with us on the panel. You have to work a panel.
Oh yeah, God,
yeah. So as long as you're willing to work
on stage,
we might have something for you.
But
yeah, so go ahead.
I'm sorry. Help out. I'd be willing to help out. Hell, one way or another.
Yeah, I mean,
man.
look, we can get that, but can you make it here? Because I can't put you in a hotel and pay for your plane ride. You
can't do all that.
Oh no, see, I'm actually about to be going into peak here in my job, so the summertime is going to be perfect to do some traveling like that. So,
well, you guys know I got you covered regardless. So if anybody, Brandon, stays, your tickets are already covered. It's just a matter of you guys getting here in the hotel for the time that you're here. That's the thing I can't do.
Oh, I didn't know all that. I was like,
Cyfax ain't got to worry about it because he's local to that. But yeah, when we go out to Houston, it's the same thing. You guys are always welcome again. I'll handle the tickets because that ain't a problem. But it's you guys
everything
have
else.
A place to stay. Everything else is on you. But I can get you in the door.
That's cool. I just need to get information and find a good hotel.
This
and
one
tickets.
is July.
We'll talk 2nd, about that later. Yeah.
July 2nd through the 5th is Anime Expo. And then what is it for? Let me see. Anime Matsuri. Where's the dates? There it is, July 23rd through 26th at the George Brown Convention Center in Houston, Texas. And so we'll be giving away tickets on Anime Heads, and it's going to be specifically on Anime Heads. We're probably going to have a trivia contest going on, and you're going to have watched the videos to know how to win the contest and all of that stuff. All of that detail is going to be over there. So make sure you're subscribed if you want to win. All right. And again, if you are hanging out in the background, help us out. Jump on Anime Heads right now and stream from there. Watch the stream from there because it helps build up the watch hours that we need in order to get that sucker monetized. Once it gets monetized, this show that you're watching right now will be over on Anime Heads exclusively. So we're just trying to build that channel up and get that going. But that's what this is going to be. That Anime Heads will be the permanent home for all of this, okay, and along with everything else that we'll be doing within the anime community. So I hope you guys can make it. Nestor Panios, you're in Houston, Texas. Fantastic. I hope you're able to come out there and hang out with us on Anime at Anime Matsuri. It's going to be a lot of fun. Brandon, do you have to bail out, bro?
Yeah, I should. I'm starting to fade and all that fun stuff and covered pretty much everything.
Yeah, I mean, we got a couple of more topics, but we pretty much covered the stuff we wanted to cover.
Yeah.
So
hey, just remember, for this season, you have to watch, if you haven't already, Bookworm, Daemons, One Piece, Farming Life, because we need our wholesome harem, damn it. The Witch Hat, The Heretical Blast Boss, Pardon the Intrusion, I'm Home, Vending Machine Isekai Season 3, The Barbarian King and the Warrior Princess, Lolly Hitler, can't go anywhere without a Lolly Hitler, gotta have that, The Drops of God, for those of you who love the wine, The Hokuto no Ken, and of course, The Wand and Sword Season 2. And with it, everybody, I am out. Have a great night. Take care.
Thank you, Brandon.
Have a good one, Brandon. You have a good night.
Have a good night, man.
Everybody get over and subscribe to Brandon, the anime guy. His link is in the description. So you can click on that and go over there and sub to him. He won't be, he said Anime 101 is going down tomorrow, but he's got his co-host running that. It won't be him. So, but still go over there and subscribe and watch and all of that good stuff. Okay. We got a couple more things that we do have to discuss before we get up out of here. I thought this one was really, really, really interesting. Name had just shared this. All right. Speaking of the Japanese translation, Kadokawa Anime Official, they put this up and it's like, well, what did they say? Well, here's what they had to say. We got an official site launch. Kadokawa Animation, the official site, has launched. We'll deliver updates on new releases and anniversary projects, event information, and more in the future. We'll also feature info on past works, so be sure to check it out. So, big time animation studio stepping into the game, finally getting its own official website. This is good news. All right, this is absolutely good news. So, Kadokawa is on the come up. I think they've been doing some really good work as of late. Name, I know you like their work, right?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, they do some like pretty good work. I think Brandon, like, he said like there's a little bit of like, problem with like at somewhere. I wish you like, had him comment on one last thing before he left, because I think he said like Kadokawa has some problems, but their body of work is really strong. Aside from like, you know, the like, whatever, like, people that are like,
Yeah, good work by this animation studio. So I'm happy to see that they are on the rise. Another anime studio which is also on the rise, MAPPA. All right. The CEO says all of the Chainsaw Man profit will be reinvested into improving the work environment for creators, nurturing the next generation, and investing in equipment to continue creating even better work. So they're not just stuffing this money in their pockets. They're actually going to make a better work environment for the creators over there at MAPPA. I'm very, very happy to hear that, because all we ever hear about is how hard those and rough those studios are and how they treat their employees. We always hear those negative stories about how these animators are just, basically just work to death damn near. It sounds like MAPPA is aware of that, and they're doing something different. They made a lot of money off of Chainsaw Man. They really did a great job with that movie. And so now it's like, hey, we're going to go ahead and reinvest, and we're going to reinvest into our creatives. I love this story, man. This is dope, and this is exactly what you want to hear. This is going to make things better for the industry overall. Guys, opinions on that?
You know what this reminded me of? So Angel, like, he recently added some like stuff to his like My Anime list, and one of the things like he added, because like he said he was going through my list and just picking stuff out, and one of the anime he picked was like was called Shirobako, and it's basically and it doesn't go into like the dark aspects of it, but it touches upon like how difficult it is to produce an anime, and that anime like really like diluted it. Like they don't talk about like all the really really horrible the crunch time. Because MAPPA's been on like, the subject of controversy, especially when JJK Season 2 was coming out. People were saying like, there's a lot of unfinished shots that they had to just put out. And there's like a whole controversy of crunch. So, hearing this story, I hope they're really improving. And this isn't just going into like the pockets of some like, higher up. Because this is CEO making the comment. I hope like he's really about, about like improving the situation rather than just lining his own pockets. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm again, man, because of how we, like if you've been an anime fan for any length of time, all you hear about are the horror stories of the working environments for these guys. All right. RDC World, RDC World had the best. I'm gonna try to find it. I think that one explained it.
Well, why you try to find that? I'll go ahead and fill some space here.
Go ahead.
So it's like, look, all these places, not just in anime, but I always try to bring it back to movies and stuff, because that's where my most of my knowledge mainly lies in stuff that we deal with out here. But a lot of these studios, especially CGI studios, stuff like that, and obviously anime is dealing with this stuff too. It's like Name just said it too. It was like the crunch time, right? Where you get that you all of a sudden, boom, you got a 3-month deadline, and they tell you 2 weeks out or something. They're like, oh, we should have had this done 3 months ago. We should have told you earlier or whatever. And all of a sudden now everybody's working, 100 hours a week and doing all this extra bullshit, whatever it is. But it's like you hear these horror stories of all this stuff. So it's like they improve that. It's this weirdest thing where all of a sudden, you improve your work environment. The quality actually goes up. It's what a crazy concept of like, hey, right. I don't hate going to work anymore. Like I'm not dreading tomorrow. Like, and all of a sudden maybe you're doing better work. You're taking a little bit more time to do detail. You're doing a little bit more of this. You're actually kind of happy to be there. What a concept. How crazy is that? Right. Or you're giving people a little bit more time. Give them the time to do this. And the other thing that you just pointed out too was like the success of Chainsaw Man, and not just Chainsaw Man, but also with the what's it called? Demon Slayer movie. It's like Slayer. So these movies that came out here in America and everything, and they did amazing numbers. They're like, it's showing that this, like the anime culture is bleeding out into American theaters and stuff. And it's actually resonating. It's actually going out there and people are accepting it. They're going out to the theaters to go see these movies. They're doing this stuff. And it's like, hey, well, if we get this kind of money from this kind of stuff, because maybe they did it and they were like, maybe we might get 20 million return, we might get 50 million return. It's like all of a sudden they're like, oh, we got 300 million return on this. It's like, holy shit, man, we just 3 times probably their projections. You know what I mean? Because it's like they don't know what the West is going to respond like to their stuff. Like they don't know what it's going to be like out here. And all of a sudden these movies are hitting like they're doing better than DC movies. They're doing better than Marvel movies. They're doing better than this kind of stuff out here. And it's like, holy crap, we're beating the West with our animation. Are you kidding me? And it's like, sure, animation is expensive, but we hear certain numbers, but it's like, I guarantee it's probably less than that. Obviously, like how even also name said again, it's like, as long as this doesn't go to the higher ups, they're like, oh, we're just going to cut ourselves a fatter bonus. As long as they actually reinvest, which is what these companies should be doing, reinvest into their own company, spread the wealth. Hey man, we killed it. Everybody gets a $5,000 bonus, whatever, because however many employees you got, once you times that by X, whatever, and then reinvest it in the company. They should be killing it in the next 2 or 3 years, as long as they continue to be on this path and produce great movies. Because even if it's like something like Demon Slayer, I didn't I was fine with it. I'm also not caught up on Demon Slayer. I'm sure people that were caught up on Demon Slayer liked it a lot more. I was caught up on Chainsaw Man. Love that movie. I thought it was great. Yeah. You do that with all these other movies, all these other franchises. You make $200 million here, you make 300 here, you make 400 there, do whatever, and you make them for, let's say, 60 to 100. The other thing that you're missing, or that they're missing, that out here in America that they're not doing, is like, it's the marketing. They're not doing Western marketing. Like they're probably advertising it in their countries, but they're probably only advertising in their countries. So you're missing out on that, extra 100 million of fucking advertising that you get out here. You got a $200 million movie out here. You got 100 million in advertising. It's 300 million. Now you got to make 750 just to freaking break even, because the 50% split. With these animation movies, if they're making $600 million and it cost them $80 million, they just made a fuck ton of money. They're killing it.
I doubt it even cost them that much. I doubt it even cost them $80 million.
I'm throwing up.
Yeah, no. I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, just to that point, like, they're not spending money on these, and they're making a lot of money, so they're going to bring home a lot of money. And it's good to see that they're reinvesting it into their studios instead of just
as long as they do that and then make it better for their employees. Guess what? Those employees are going to come back with gusto. They're going to come back in, and we're going to see some great shit.
Let me show y'all this, man. So this was a skit by RDC World. How anime, where is it at again? Hold on a second. Shit. Okay. There it is. How anime studios be treating their workers. Okay. So this is absolutely hilarious.
There's no sound. I don't know if it's just me.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything either.
Excuse me. I'll be right back. I'm not going too far.
Hey, DA, you got no sound. There's no sound on this video.
Yeah, I don't know. DA, you good, bro?
You said there's no sound?
There's no sound. There's no sound on the video.
I thought I was tripping. I thought I was tripping up first.
Ah, man. Thank you for telling me. I thought I shared the sound. Hold on a second. Hold on. I don't know what happened. It's just in the same deck as everything else. All right, hold on. Let me share and then try it again. Sometime it be like that. All right. Yep, share tab audio. Share. All right.
All right, guys. I think I'm finally finished, man.
You're good.
You hear it now?
You're good. You're good.
Yep, you're good.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Pretty good. Doing good, man. Just got through for the holiday.
It looks like some great work's been done here. You say you wrapped up?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you guys get to go home and see your families.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you, guys. Hey, have y'all heard of Dark Lights?
Oh, no. Please.
Wait, what are y'all doing? No, literally. I'm not saying anything. I'm literally just talking about a manga in an animation studio. Can we not do that?
Okay. Well, what about it?
It's a great read. You know, it's about action. It's about, those people who get powers at nighttime and stuff.
Okay.
I think it's going to really win the people over.
Okay.
You picked it up.
Oh.
What? You look really interested, though.
Man, no, man, I quit.
You quit?
I'm done. Yes, I quit. I'm tired of it.
What?
No, I'm done.
You done?
I'm done with it.
Oh, you done wasting time.
Right now.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
Yeah, well, get started. Everybody get started. We also picked up Under the Stars, another action anime, and then manga, and then we also picked up Assassination School. So if you guys work really diligently,
No, man. You're going to have to kill me. And my family needs me, man. Y'all never pay me enough. Man, I'm done with this, bro. You got to kill me, man, for real.
Sonya.
What?
Sonya? That's your daughter's name, right?
Yes, but what does she have to do?
1630 Branch Road?
Don't do this, man. Don't do this, please.
Don't do it. Let me call her fast.
No, stop, man. You don't have to do this. That's what I'm saying. Like, please. Please.
Hello?
Stop, man.
Take him out.
Man, stop. Okay.
This is so long.
I'm work.
Hold on, one second. You said what?
I'm gonna work.
Are you going to work?
Yes.
You're going to work?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, just another one talking. A false alarm. Yeah. Oh, wait, what? You already did it.
What? No, please.
Just kidding.
Get to work, guys. Get to work.
So like I was saying, if y'all work very diligently, you'll be done by 2023. Okay? And that'll be the next time I check on you, okay? Lily? Okay, get to work.
Yes, sir.
Rebecca? Yeah, I'm on it. Oh, all right. Ashley?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I got you.
Oh, making sure I got everybody's information correct. Ready to work till 2023, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys.
That's how they treat them, man. That's how they treat them dudes, man. They got them by the balls, man.
It really puts into perspective because I remember when My Hero was ending, everyone was like having all these like tweets and stuff, and then like one of the animators, he tweeted that one of the head animators at Bones, everyone's like tweeting, "Oh, My Hero's ending! Oh my God!" They're saying all these things, but like that dude just like went back to like the studio and started like animating his next project. Like these things are like we're talking about MAPPA. They got Chainsaw Man, they got. What else do they got? They got Hell's Paradise, I think. They got JJK, and Bones is now like another big one. They're doing My Hero. They're doing Vigilantes. They did Gachi Akuda. They're doing Demons of the Shadow Realm, and I think they're doing Marriage Toxin as well. So like, you just think about like for us fans, we just like watch an anime. Okay, we're done. We gotta wait for the next one, or like we find something else to watch.
Yeah.
These guys are like, it's like it's for them. It's like it's not one battle after another. It's like one project.
It's literally Like that's what I'm saying, man. Like the fact that they have these, like we're just watching animation and we're loving it, but these guys are literally working their asses off. Like they are around the clock working to try to generate and animate all of these stories for us. And you hear about the conditions, how harsh the work conditions are. Japan's work environment is already hard anyway. All right, if you paying any attention to that, that Japan has a very, very harsh work environment overall. That's just their culture. But then, you add to it, it's like anime is their biggest export. all over the world. This is the biggest Japanese export going on right now. Yeah, they're probably working those guys to death if they could, if they can get.
And then when you're not working with death, you get One Punch Man season 3. That's what you get. Like,
yeah, man. Yeah.
I mean, I think
you get shit like that.
You're not wrong about that, Cyfax.
No,
You're not wrong.
I think they were still getting work to death there because from what I heard, they had all those years to like do it, and then they just didn't because Bandai Namco, they have a lot of like big IPs and stuff. And I know they're outsourcing it to like different animation studios, but it sounded like they had very little time to like do everything. Like, when it was coming out, I remember people were memeing on it, and Blue Lock, some people were saying like you could still see like the key visual or like some of like the animation like text in the actual like shots from the show. So like they're really on the clock. Like of course they don't like no artist wants to create like dog shit product, but like sometimes like. These studios, like
when you're in that time crunch, and now your job's on the line. Yeah. And T sat there and said, "Hey, I dare this to be funny." The funny part about it is that it's true. That's the funny part about it. Like, and it's like, holy crap! No, this is actually kind of really happening in some of these companies. And you're like, no, it's not. It's like, no, it absolutely is. It's the same. It's the same thing with like any other, like literally any other industry out there. In general, like it's like all of a sudden you get thrown on a deadline, and it's like you give people a ridiculous task, and you're just like, the people know this isn't going to get done. Like the people that got to do it know in their bones, they're like, I don't care. Like we could all work 100 hours a week, and this shit isn't getting done. I mean, if you, like, especially with the animation, it's like sometimes, they're going frame by frame to do every single little thing, every little pixel, every little whatever. And, some of the new programs or whatever make it a little bit easier, sort of, but to still draw out like, look at Solo Leveling, like these finales, these big epic battles, these crazy just like spectacles that you're saying. You know how long that takes to animate? It is ridiculous. Have you ever tried to just edit a 5-minute video and it takes you 2 fucking hours? Like, I mean, and that's just for you adding in like 4 clips and then trying to cut your voice just right. These people are doing that with pixels. And they're doing it on a grand scale, like to fit IMAX theaters and stuff. Like,
it's mind blowing.
The things behind it is
mind blowing.
Beyond.
Yeah. And
it's crazy.
Like I've been seeing it more recently because like now I tend to like look at the credits, especially like if I'm watching an anime movie in theaters, I'll sit through the credits. I'm starting to notice like, and maybe this like me having not watched a lot of anime, but there's like I'm starting to see so many different like animation studios. Like you have the main one, let's say like Chainsaw Man, you have MAPPA. But like if you actually sit through the credits, you see like there's so many like different like animation studios that they have to outsource it to just so they can get the work done because there's not enough people to, like I said, they're juggling multiple projects. So like even in their own house, there's not enough people to tackle the projects. And the quality is still really high, but it's like and I'm starting to see a lot more like foreign animators too. So they have to start outsourcing the work outside the country.
Your hour and 30-minute movie is all of a sudden an hour and 45 minutes because there's 12 minutes of credits because there's so many freaking studios and people involved and they got to credit everybody. And you're like, Jesus Christ. And it's like, what are we doing here? And it's like, well, that's what they had to do. They had to outsource.
Yeah.
Because there's too much work.
Well, not only that, it's just that some of these some of these animation studios, they don't have what they feel they need for it, so they outsource it to someone who does. For example, like you may have a department that knows how to make the animation for scenes work, but you don't have like that equipment that could get that scene to work perfectly. For like example, you have 2 mechs fighting. You may have the ability to animate the fight scene, but not to time like the explosions, the destruction that goes on around it. Yeah, you might have to outsource that to somebody else.
Well, yeah, you end up having basically say 8 to 12 studios that have to link up, that have to get the sounds right, they got to get the visuals right, they got to link up the voices right, and now you got, and more than likely there's like 4 or 5 different languages being spoken in between this stuff that you all got to intermix and interchange and translate and do all this stuff just to make sure everybody understands what's going on. So you're literally, it's kind of like multinational filmmaking, which is kind of crazy for a lot of this stuff. And that's just what happens. I mean, that's why a lot of even here in America, where a lot of our movies get kind of wonky kind of shit going on, it's because probably there's a translation error. It's something as simple as that.
Name, what are we looking at here?
This is the anime that Angel picked up because he saw it on my list. This is the one I was talking about earlier, Shirobako. It talks about just how it is to make an anime, and then like I said, they don't go into the really, really dark stuff of it, but they do touch on that stuff. And you even though it's just a snippet of it, you get a feel of how difficult it is to coordinate everything, the sound design, the animators, different studios. They have that. Even they even have some rising voice actors, because voice acting is not an easy industry to get it in over there. Their field is so competitive. You have actual schools to train them, but even after they train you, you still have to compete. You still have to audition. You still have to break out. So this is a pretty good anime. It looks I don't know. Even if it's not for you guys, I think you guys would like it because they really get into if you guys want to learn more about how it's over there, I would watch this one. But you guys were saying some interesting stuff. If you guys watched the Dandadan season 2 premiere in theaters, they actually had an interview with one of the directors of the episode, and he wasn't Japanese. I think he was I forgot what he was. You went and watched it, right?
French or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was French or something, and I don't know if he could speak Japanese. He wasn't in the interview, but he was speaking in English. So that's one thing. Cyphax said that they have to coordinate, and another thing, Stacy. I watched last year. I watched the movie. I think, if off the top of my head, I think it was called Clockwork Girl, Virgin Punk, and it was a lot of it was hand drawn, and very few people know how to do that nowadays. So it was mainly one guy, basically the director. He was the one handling most of the work, because his assistants either they didn't know how to do it or they weren't as good. So that's another thing that they have to struggle with, was techniques going in and out of obscurity and what's hot right now. And then with the issue of international, you don't know what their training is like. If you're outsourcing it to people from different studios or different countries, you don't know if they can meet your demands.
It's looking back at something like Akira, right? Something like Akira that was basically all hand drawn, if I remember right. And it's that would never be made nowadays. It would, to them, it would take too long. It would do whatever. But it's what an amazing, you can look at that. It's literally a work of art. It's a proper work of art. Don't get me wrong. I like the new digital stuff and everything, and I like how it's sped up, and there's a lot of tools that help you with it and everything. But it's there's something about that kind of old school style. That's why I think a lot of people are really liking Gachi Oguta, because it kind of looks like that kind of 90s, late 90s, early 2000s look or whatever. It has that style towards it, and it kind of looks hand drawn or whatever. I don't know how much of it really is or whatever. I don't know the making of it, but it's that kind of stuff. It resonates with people. It kind of hits you in the nostalgia while also bringing new stories forward, and it just looks great. And it's I don't know. It's okay, maybe we can mix some of the old school with the new school, and that, I mean, look at music or anything like that. That's what kind of starts resonating towards new generations. It's we gotta mix it up a bit, and animes, it does it here and there, and shows like that do that.
Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense, because you brought up Akira. Akira was basically art in itself, because it was sticking true to not only what the what was the animation style at the time. It was because the person behind it literally was dedicated to that art style. So that's why it looked so good as it did. And as they always say with stuff like that, it's often imitated, never duplicated, because we'll never get that again. Not unless, somebody actually takes the time to learn that style, refine it, and then make sure to pass that on for future generations, which, hey, I wouldn't be surprised if there's somebody out there doing that right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're designing an app to do it. They are some type of new AI program that replicates it. Yeah.
In this day and age, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Not in the slightest.
Same here. All right. Before we get up out of here, I just wanted to kind of I guess we could go back over this since we kind of cut the anime awards categories a little short. So let's go back and just kind of finish up. We're going through some of these other. I don't really care about character design, director, background art, best romance. What about let's look at this best comedy. Here's the nominees for best comedy. Who do you guys think will win? Or who do you want to win? All right, who's your choice? Who's your pick out of these 6? I think Spy Family would probably be mine. I like Dan to Dan, but Spy Family, I think it's just a better anime. And I've liked all 3 seasons. Dan to Dan had its moments in season 1. I think season 2 is definitely awesome. Had some insane episodes, but I would still go with Spy Family. What do you guys got?
I got to go with Spy Family as well. I mean, I like it's basically comedy, the anime with spies, which makes it worth it. And I still feel bad for my waifu, she got shot in the butt.
Name who you got?
I still have yet to see the original, but Ramen Half Second season was pretty funny. And I can enjoy better because like I don't have to trust the subtitles all the time. I can use my own judgment, so that's why I enjoy it more. But yeah, it's like they do fuck up the subtitles. So like on Netflix, from what I've seen, so if you can like try to find a version, let's try it. That doesn't have like messed up subtitles, you can probably like have a little fun with it.
Okay. Sci-Fax, no call on that one?
No, I was just waiting for you to call me. The only one that, I've only seen, and I still haven't even finished episode or season 1 of Dan to Dan, so that's the only one that I could kind of nominate because I've seen the most of that one, because I've only seen like 2 or 3 episodes of Spy Family and I barely remember it. Everybody's saying that it's really good. I'm gonna have to catch up on that one because everybody keeps talking about it. I'm gonna have to give it another shot. So yeah,
it's really good. Yeah, it's really good. All right, let's see. The next one was best action. I don't know how you don't put Solo Leveling just purely from an action standpoint. It's insane action. It's really, really insane action. So I would go with Solo Leveling as best action anime because that's kind of all it is. It's pretty much just action. What say you? Name, Stacy, and then Sci-Fax.
Again, I haven't seen a lot of the rest, so I'm gonna have to go with My Hero again. But like, this is the difficult thing about these things, because like, and maybe this still changes here, but like a lot of like this stuff is like, it's victim to recency bias. So like, what's most recent? Like My Hero is most recent. Maybe Gacha Yakuta as well. So like Solo Leveling, it came out like way in the beginning of like 2025. So I'd be surprised if it wins like based on like past trends for Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Anime. But from what I've seen, like it's crazy. So that might take it. But I want My Hero to take it because they were doing some really cool stuff.
Okay. Stacy?
I gotta go with you again. Solo Leveling just for 3 reasons. Jinwoo versus Baran, Jinwoo versus Beru, and then like that final hunt in the at the end of season 2. Those are the 3 reasons I gotta go with Solo Leveling.
Cool. All right. Sci-Fax?
I'm gonna go with Solo Leveling as well. As much as I like Gacha Yakuta for all that, it's new, it's a little more fresh, it's a little bit like obviously Solo Leveling has season 1 out, and so I was like, okay, season 2, and I really like season 2 as well. But Gacha Yakuta is like, it's the new hotness, and you know what I mean? It's like the new hotness versus the old and busted. It's not actually old and busted though, so Solo Leveling doesn't fit in the old and busted category. But that used to be an old joke of mine. But it's like Gacha Yakuta was that's the new hotness. I really like that. I hope it continues on to do well. But I'm gonna have to give it to Solo Leveling.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I think Solo Leveling, even though it's a recency bias, like you're saying, Name, I think it's probably gonna I think
he's red. It did drop what, like April or something? Or no.
It was like
January.
It was
January or February. Yeah, it was super early.
It was
anime.
Yeah, early February.
Best isekai anime. I was looking at. I was like, Twisted Wonderland. Is it really that good? I've only seen ReZero. I haven't seen any of the other ones, so that's really the only one that I could say is any good. ReZero, to me, it's one of the best isekais of all time. Love it. Can't get enough of it. I'm gonna really enjoy season 4. So that's where I'm at. But I don't know what other isekais you guys have watched, if any. I guess you have seen Zenshu name. You said it was pretty good.
No, I haven't. I heard it was.
Oh,
good.
You haven't.
Brandon
Okay.
said it was good, but to speak on your point for Twisted Wonderland real quick, DA, we saw the judges list, and we only saw one judge. I actually went and looked through the judges list, and look, I don't want to be a mean person. I try to be cool with everyone I meet. I don't judge someone by the cover, but if you go through the judges list, it's bro, it's what are you doing? This looks like what you would find, and I don't want to. My lawyer advised me not to finish that sentence.
Add any college in America.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But it's and maybe you're gonna see the reactions when the actual winners get announced. But yeah, it's really hard for me to judge because I said, I haven't seen many of this, so it's I kind of don't want to be those Oscar voters and vote without saying. But Campfire and Cooking in Another World was pretty fun. The first season was pretty fun. I still need to catch up on it, but I think realistically it'd probably be given to ReZero or Konosuba. Maybe Zenshu, if it's really that strong from what Brandon was saying, but I think usually it's the big shows, unless the new shows are really, really strong.
Right. Stacey, what do you got?
Campfire Cooking is actually a really good one. I've I've actually seen it, so that's a good one. Konosuba, I've actually watched that. ReZero, I tried watching season 1, couldn't get into it, but I've heard it's none but good stuff about it. Those are the only 3 that's actually jumping out to me. I have to give it to ReZero.
Okay. ReZero it is. And Syfax, your pick.
Well, this one is not going to go well, mainly because, I've not seen any of these. The only thing that I've seen was me and Name tried to watch one of the ReZero ones, and I think it was a restart of something, and I didn't see the originals, and me and him tried to watch it, and it was as we were watching it, I just kept. I think we both were
"Oh,
we don't
are you
know
talking
enough.
about? You're talking about Fate Strange Fate.
Oh,
we watched
Fate.
Episode 0.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So no. Okay. Never mind. Wrong one. So with that being said, actually, no, I've not seen any of these, so I have no opinion. I can't tell you anything about any.
Fair
of these.
enough.
I have not seen any of these.
Fair enough. Best drama. Let me see. I haven't seen any of these. I've heard Apothecary Diaries is good. I haven't seen any of these. Name thinks Takopi's pretty good.
Bro, that anime it hurts in a good way because of how good it is. They give really good performances in that one. I think this is one of the most stacked ones. It's really hard. I haven't seen Apothecary. I know that was really, really good. I still need to watch Someone Hikaru Died. I heard that one was good. I caught the first episode at AX. It was phenomenal. I heard Blue Blocks was also good. It's a sports anime, but also it's more like a drama with sports as the background. But I've only seen Taco P in full out of this one, so I have to give it to that one.
Okay. Stacey, Syfax, anything?
Well, I mean, I haven't seen season 2 of Apothecary Diaries, but I've seen the first season, and I thought Apothecary Diaries was really good. If they continue on with what they did in the first season and they still got better, and it sounds like the people who have watched it have liked it. I mean, that's a good thing. So I mean, I'll definitely be checking it out. But it's one of those things that it's not totally for me, but
okay.
If I have extra time, I will catch an episode or 2 here and there and catch up on it because I did enjoy it. It's not something that really catches my eye that much.
Gotcha.
But I would say out of
All
these ones, yeah, that.
I'm in the same boat as Sci-Fax. None of these are really jumping out to me, but if I had to choose one, it would be Apothecary.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Best slice of life. Got to be Spy Family for me, since it's the only one I've watched.
I actually have seen My Dress Up Darling season 2, but no, I'm going with Spy Family.
Okay.
I'm gonna join the bandwagon on Spy Family because you guys are saying so many good things, but I got to catch up on it because
it's good.
It's nominated in so many categories. I got to watch it. Right.
Yeah. I know Brandon mentioned My Dress Up Darling was pretty solid too, so maybe that's one I'll check down the line. Best main character. Look.
Oh, Jesus. What?
Rudo. Oh, this is a tough one right here, man. You got Deku, you got Momo, you got Rudo. I haven't seen Apothecary, so I can't call it. You got Okaroon, and you got Jinu. This is a good one right here, man.
Nah.
Sung
Jinwoo is the coldest. He's the cold. Like just because the oh my god, why am I forgetting the name of the song? But it's like that song hits every time when he goes to do something brutal. It's just like.
Are you talking about what's it called? Dark Aria?
Dark Aria. There you go. Dark.
Yeah,
I love that song so much. It's just like as soon as that song hits, and it's just like he gets cold. And I'm just like, oh my god. It's like not only that, so he has the best like that dark moment with the best song behind it. Like is there a category for best music? Because like that's my favorite music. Yeah. That's my favorite music of all time. Like I just love that Dark Aria song when it hits. Because I just know the coldest shit you're about to see on screen is about to happen. He's just like when he cuts that guy's throat in the first season, I'm just like,
yeah.
And then they hit it again in the second season. And I'm like, oh god, just give me all that all the time. Just bring it on.
There's
I'm looking at I honestly, man, between Rudo and Deku,
Rudo's dope, but it's just
I like Rudo, man. I like him. I really like him, man. I like his character.
I like how he crashed out and he like punched that chick in the face like 22 times or whatever. Like, he's just like the crazy chick in the desert.
I still don't like Okaroon. I still don't like his character, man. I like him somewhat. But Dan to Dan is really Momo's show. It's really not his show. He's kind of like a second main character. It's really not his show. I would say honestly, I would go with Deku. I would kind of go with Deku. I think Deku's the best character of the year. He finished up My Hero Academia perfectly. You know, what do you think, Name? Name, I already know Name is going Deku.
Bro, I mean, you got to give it to Deku because he beat the McDonald's allegations. Like, he was getting that slander for like the whole year because they hadn't adapted the because like, you know, of bad translations and like the memes. He was getting slandered as a McDonald's worker. And then like the anime comes out and like now everyone's view of him changed. So like I think on that alone, he should just take it. Plus also, I heard like the My Hero fans are like actively campaigning to like get the votes in for like anything My Hero. So like, you know, the voting might be skewed to this, but I think I would give it to him out of like everyone. He has like, and it's not fair either because like he has like the complete arc, whereas like a lot of these characters, they're still in the beginning of their arc. So I kind of feel like this is unfair, you know, to compare them. But yeah, it's like what was that meme? Coughing baby gets a hydrogen bomb. That's literally what this feels like. You have a guy who's finished his arc versus like people who are like in the middle of like beginning their arcs.
Yeah, Momo and Okaroon are nowhere near his level on his arc. Yeah, 100%. I think that's you're right. 100%. That's the reason why he's gonna get it. Rudo is just starting out. Junu is just starting out. I don't know anything about Apothecary, Mao. I don't know anything about
Rudo's literally on season 1. So I mean,
Deku just finished up 7 seasons of being awesome. It's like okay,
I'd give it to Rudo if it was like, hey, just starting out character. It's like he's pretty dope. I like Ryu a little bit more, but yeah, I like Rudo.
Yeah, I have to go Deku. I have to go Deku because we've seen his arc from beginning to end. If Deku was not on the list, I'd go Jinwoo, especially since he's about to learn about the ancient war. That's the only thing I'm going to say about that. If he learns about the ancient war, he's really going to start questioning everything. But Deku has actually gone through his arc, so definitely Deku.
All right, let me see. Is there another one after this? Best supporting character. Oh, Engine. Yeah, good character. Jin. What's the name? From Dan to Dan, Turbo Granny. Yeah. Bakugo. And then Jinshi. I don't know the Apothecary Diary characters, but Bakugo is one of my favorite all time characters, so I would probably go with Bakugo on this one too.
Again, DA, it's like you're comparing people with full arcs to like people who are in the middle of beginning their arc.
Yeah,
it's literally like this isn't fair. Like, Bakugo had a whole character arc, and you're
Bakugo is like literally the second best character in the whole show. It could literally have been his show, and you know. His character is awesome. I'm wearing My Hero shit right now, man. I shouldn't even be voting. I got a bias when it comes to Deku and Bakugo, man.
I like My Hero, but it's like I feel it's like one of the last ones that I've seen that are like it might. I kind of almost hope the trope dies where they sit there and they yell out their special move before they do it, or they sit there and they explain what the fuck it is.
Every anime.
No. Not all of them do it. Some of them do it after they've done it, though. Like they're like, "Oh, I hit you with it," and it's like, "What did I get hit with?" And then they explain it. They do it. They explain what's going to happen to the enemy before they hit the enemy, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like what? Like obviously it's for the audience because it's like. Something ridiculous is about to happen. Yeah. I don't like that. Like, I mean, overall, I don't like it. I get it for anime because obviously I've been watching anime for a long time, but it's like overall, I've never liked that. I'm just like, this is a dumb thing. It's like the bad guy telling you their plan, and then all of a sudden they're like, you know, the good guy knows what you're about to do, and they solve the problem as you're telling it to them. And then
Cyphax, they're always like, how did Cyphax, and then they're always like, how did you counter my move?
How did you do it? And it's like, you fucking told me what you did, man. Like I skate ice, I skate on ice uphill, and it's like, cool, I'm gonna melt the ice. And it's like, how did you figure that out? Like, I don't know, it's crazy. Like what a concept.
Like, you're a dumbass, that's why.
You done told me your plan, dipshit. Like
you basically telegraphed it.
Yeah.
Okay, look, there is one. I'm gonna skip 2 ahead. There is one for best anime song.
Oh.
Iris Out's winning for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
It's Iris Out or Jane Doe. It's like one of those two. That's it's not even fair.
Yeah.
I think Jane Doe.
I don't know if
Iris Out or Jane. Yeah, it's from Chainsaw Man. Yeah, it's definitely that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The Reawaker. Oh, that's the is that the opening theme?
Yeah, I think that is.
Theme
yeah,
for
that's the
Reawaken. Yeah, from Solo Leveling. Yeah, that was a good song too. But yeah, it's gonna be Iris Out. But I think it's gonna be Iris
dude, it's crazy because we're not even factoring recency bias, but we have to factor in the singer. Like Kenshi Yonezu is a really, really popular singer. Like he's so popular, some people will literally watch anime just because they heard him sing the opening. Like I saw a lot of like Japanese fans, they didn't even know about Gundam, or like they had no interest. And then he did the opening for Gundam G Quotes, and then they all started watching it because that's how much pull he has. And like there's a lot of like big artists over there too. But like this, I think it's pretty much a lock for him. I'd be surprised if it wasn't, because like first of all, they're really good songs, but like you have to factor in like recency bias, to factor in like the artist's popularity. Who did Reawaker? Was that the one that Lisa did? Because Lisa is pretty big too. But
I want to say yeah.
I think if you click on it, they should show you like the artist details. I'm not sure. Like
I think if you click on that arrow, I think if you click on the arrow,
it doesn't.
Oh, the arrow. Well, that's
arrow.
Might. I'd say
No,
might.
it's not doing nothing.
Yeah,
I think that's just how I would vote. Like if I wanted to vote for this person.
If you click it out and you scroll, does it change anything if you scroll up? Because like I think when you click it out, if you click on it and then you scroll up, like there
it is. Yeah, okay, there it is. You're right, Lisa.
Okay.
Yep.
So she's another strong contender. So, but again, recency bias. So and that Chainsaw Man movie got like a lot of praise. So you gotta hope people can think past that.
Yep. All right, guys. Look, I'm getting tired. It's we got a couple of things we got to wrap up with. Stacy, you wanted me to share a couple of websites before we get out of here. So let me go ahead and share this first one. And why don't you talk us through it? What we looking at here, man? Looks like some
it's an anime apparel. Yeah, anime apparel. They sell jackets, hoodies, shorts, streetwear, fight wear, dream cloaks, and even button-ups. I actually have a couple of those right here. Here, let me show them real quick.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's get in here. Hold on. Nice.
Baseball jerseys based on certain animes. And
nice.
But they also do like personalized ones. So like you could find an anime you like. You're like, oh, let me go ahead and get like a Straw Hat jersey, right? Black Clover. And like I said,
nice.
Personalized. You can literally get your name on the back and whatever number you want.
Very nice. That's cool. Okay. So that was the first one, and you had a second one you wanted me to share, which is this one. Styling boxes. What's this about?
It's basically a mystery box. You get 5 to 8 items, but here's the thing. They have it based on whatever anime or pop culture thing you're into. So they got like different Dragon Ball boxes, different Yu-Gi-Oh. Basically I think there's a couple My Hero Academia ones too. But the items in there are officially licensed stuff. I'm actually thinking about getting one and trying like an unboxing for my channel.
All right, man. Cool. Thank you very much. All right, Name. We are out of here, man. We got a lot to work on, guys. We are going to be at Anime Expo in about 3 months. Okay, I will be giving away tickets, as I said earlier. So make sure you're subscribed over to Anime Heads. It's going to be wild, man. Name, you got something else up here to share, man? What is
this? So, hold up. As you guys know,
Name is my goodness,
bro. I had to do it. I didn't have time. I had to pull up in Microsoft Paint, but. So they're gonna drop the what's it called, the Gundam's Hathaway Splash, the Sorcery of Nim Sears movie in about a month, and I've been hearing nothing but good things about that movie from like the Japanese crowd, and this is like Gundam seems like a really scary thing because like you don't know where to start. There's a lot of titles. It's 45 years old, so I put together a little list on like what to watch if you want to get caught up for this movie. So this is the full experience. You got to watch original Gundam. You got to watch the sequel Zeta. You got to watch Double Zeta. You got to watch the Char's counterattack movie. You got to watch Unicorn, Narrative, and then you watch the first Hathaway. This is the full experience. This is what I'm doing. But I don't know if it's feasible right now because like it's 1 month out, and you'd pretty much have to be watching like anime 24/7. This is the abridged experience. This is the abridged experience. I think this one's more doable. You just gotta, instead of watching those series, you gotta watch like the movies. So like the first two like Gundam series, they compiled into movies, like 3 movies. So you can get through that quick. They're gonna cut out a lot of context, but as long as you understand it, I think it doesn't matter. And then for Double Zeta, they don't have like a compilation movie, but you can just there's like a mobile game on like the App Store called SD Gundam G Generation Eternal. You just download it and just like play through the Double Zeta campaign. It should be pretty easy. Like they give you a lot of free stuff, so like you're not gonna get like roadblocks as you do in like a lot of gacha games. And then like the rest, you just watch them as they are because like they're either like 9-episode OVAs or like movies. So like those can get through it quick. And then The directors, like they said, like this is the easiest way. If you don't want to do all the homework, all you need to watch is like the first half away in Char Scanner Tech. So I'm thinking about like I don't know if we're gonna cover it, but if you guys can like find the time, like you could probably just like probably just do this. This is like the most like time sensitive. Like the director says, like all you need to like know about the characters like in these two movies, but I would recommend you guys do this one if you have the time. Like these are like movies, like this one you can put in the background, and then like after you get through like this like the original stuff, like this stuff feels like a breeze because it's like more modern animation. So like if the like 80s 90s style is like is a problem for you guys, like don't worry about it. This doesn't take that long. So that's all I got.
All right. There it is.
Nice.
Thank you very much, Name. Name has been on our heads about that, man. He's trying to get us to get it in. All right. We will try, Name. We will try.
Yeah.
But later on, folks, thank you guys for hanging out with us on another Anime Nights. A lot of spring animes coming up. Are you guys watching Demons of the Shadow Realm in the morning? I know I am. I cannot wait to get back into that. I love that. That one to me,
I'll check it out after work.
Yeah. That one's tomorrow. Ascendance of a Bookworm. Brandon was saying that one, season 4. That one's going to be out tomorrow. Akane Banashi. That one's out tomorrow. I'm sure that one's going to be solid. And then we got One Piece on Sunday. Farming Life, Liar Game. We got some big ones coming up, man. And then Witch Hat Atelier, whatever the hell, however the hell you say it. That one's on, what is that, Monday? So yeah, looking forward to it. You guys have a good one. I'm sending y'all to Rockefeller. I think he's playing some games right now, so everybody's going to get redirected over there. You folks have a good rest of your night. We will see you on the next one. Everybody be good and have a good. Oh, whoa, we have one. Oh, I almost missed this. Look at this. Anime guy, Animania. I forgot to shout you out, bro. He gifted 1 membership, and I almost missed it, man. Glad you sent that last little thing at the end, man. Because I was like, I got to remember this, and I almost slipped up. So thank you very much, Anime Mania, for the gifted membership, and whoever got it, thank Anime Mania as well. All right, that'll do it. Say what's up to Rock for me as you guys are rating Rock, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace out.